Uh-oh.
No, okay, he got it. You got it?
You got it. You still looking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what you got going on.
Oh, I'm aggravated, right? Just that fast. Look, Jesus.
What's wrong? What happened?
So
You
it's
was
not,
what?
Hold on. I'm coming.
I don't know.
Okay. El Teddy, no, it's still, I don't know what you, it's not. No, you're freezing up and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Off of this one.
Little baby say you look like you in a Tetris game.
I'm playing Tetris, Jesus. I may have to go get some water. I just drank all the water I listen. What happened?
He left out. Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to what we got going on.
All right, do I at least sound better?
Yes.
I tried to put my camera on. All right, is that better?
Yes, 100% better.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with my phone. I don't know.
Y'all bear with me. I gotta put my thumbnail back on because the other one flew away.
Hey everybody in the chat, what is up? What is going on, people? What is up?
Hey everybody.
Welcome to my world. I know some of y'all came over here from Really B, and y'all come over there where it's a lot of people. We're a little more intimate over here, which means that this is the corner. See, Really B got the big room in the house.
Jada got
and I'm in the broom closet.
Jada got
since my room is the corner, since I'm always in the corner and my room is the corner, and we have hashtag corner culture over here. I get the small intimate spot where it could just be a few of us and we can get real debaucherous. Shondo's in the can I get some Shondo's in the chat for this? Just the Trézur Kids just hanging out. Jada will be here in a little bit. We got Jada to come up. Jada done took over the whole basement now. The whole basement level of the Trézur house. He is taking over. Okay. Now mother consumed the whole front yard, backyard, and half the block.
Mother has
half the block. Okay.
Yeah, we're in the guest house. Mother got her own estate. Okay, we're in the guest house.
I have this small room in the corner culture. Really, we got the big upstairs room. Jaded has the entire basement. Do you hear me? The entire basement. Ebby, I don't know where Ebby at.
I just be over here minding. I just be in the kitchen minding my business. I
She
pop
be
out
on the
every
porch
once in
ready
a
to
while.
fight anybody who comes. That's the dog.
I
Head of
mean, my room is small too. Don't be tripping.
right.
It
Oops. I you know when you post a TikTok, it immediately goes to the following page. It starts playing it's just my nephew. It's just my little cousin. He's on a fitness journey.
I forgot you
He's lost
TikTok
he's
famous.
lost like he's lost like
Yeah,
83
now
pounds.
Abby is TikTok famous, honey. Abby is TikTok. What's up,
Oh,
T? Oh, look. Oh,
That's my
oh,
little cousin.
what's up,
oh,
Terrence?
I can't look at him like that. Damn.
Hey, little cousin,
Oh wait, that's me.
with your titties out.
With my titties out. I got a room in the boiler room, Jason. Damn, the boiler room though. The boiler room though. Hey, Terrence.
What up,
I'm the
T?
flower in the attic.
I was, but I'm not gonna pass this up.
Wait a damn minute.
I know you was fat bitch.
Whatever.
Go ahead, just
They
take a
made me
fat
the
whore.
flower in the attic, y'all.
I knew you was gonna take a fat whore.
I was gonna come get like one of them.
You're a fat whore.
And my
Damn child of mine. What is up, y'all? We dealt with the tons of Kleenex last night.
We did.
Dear God, rocking back and forth in the fetal position in bed. All of that. Oh, before we get to pose, let me just say this. Now, I know I have people that be in the bushes that are OnlyFans people. Okay. My first story is this.
Uh-oh.
So, the FBI, that FBI, the one that was started by J. Edgar Hoover, that FBI, the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigations, is now looking into OnlyFans. So apparently, major companies and banks and all of that shit. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Some of these horny ass white men who would get their rocks off by jacking off to people that they watch on the good OnlyFans got up in their good feelings because maybe they ain't get what they paid for, or maybe they didn't see what they thought they were supposed to see. And so now they have snitched out to the FBI.
Too soon.
Oh, too sweet for your ass. Get out of
Let's
here.
go
Go,
run
go.
with her titties out today.
Anyway, um, so the FBI is now looking at OnlyFans, because they say that they have gotten tips from several large banking systems to look into all of the finances with OnlyFans, as well as other major entities and institutions have tipped off the FBI and says that they believe that there's underage people, that
Man.
OnlyFans has become a wasteland, or just a cornucopia and collection of underage individuals that might be out here doing all types of salacious um, and lascivious things on Al Gore's good internet. And so now the FBI is looking into OnlyFans. One, to look at the monies involved. OnlyFans made more than $2 billion with the B dollars last year.
Mm.
And that's just the profits that they made after they paid out hundreds of millions of dollars last year. They paid out hundreds of millions of dollars and then still profited over $2 billion with a B just last year. So now the FBI and the people are going to take OnlyFans away from us like they took the Pornhub away from us.
Wow. Well,
I'm just letting y'all know now.
a thing where they're trying to make sure they're underage people not on there doing things. Because I know specifically of a story of a underage girl. She got put out of her house by her parents, and so that's how she was taking care of herself. And she was 16, doing OnlyFans to take care of herself. It's the new age. It's just like it was the same thing as if she had gotten put out and she on the streets and she hooking to make ends,
Let these people make money. Okay, I listen.
Well, I just think, and Abby said this the other day, and you were going off about something. I honestly don't remember what it was, but you were going off about something. Oh, well, we were chasing LA, and you were like, we don't shade sex work. We don't shame sex work. Listen, there's nothing wrong as long as you are not being fraudulent in what you're representing to people. And what I mean by that is, if you are sick, you need to disclose that you are sick. If you are not what you appear to be, you need to disclose you are not what you appear to be. But other than that, if you are legally doing it, I am not shading it. And I'm just not going to do it. The thing I'm talking about is when they act like they wanted to, shade Jeremy for doing a porn. Listen, if it was legal and he was legal when it happened, I could care less that
them hoes is mad because they wasn't getting bust down by Jeremy. Let's be clear. Because when Jeremy flew off the handle and started punching tables and shit, all of the whores got wet. Okay. Instantly, tampons and maxi pads were needed in every chair in that room because all of those whores got instantly wet. And half of
I would
the
say a
people
panty
watching.
liner before a tampon or a maxi pad. But okay.
No, they need something shoved in them. That's why I said a tampon.
Oh, God comes on.
Oh, my.
Oh, I mean, I just feel like, yes, they should screen to see if these people are of age. But if they over 18, let these people make their money. IRS, y'all can get them if they don't file a 1099, okay? That's what y'all can get them on the back end. But please don't shut down the OnlyFans, okay? Please do not shut down the OnlyFans, dear God. Now, I'm not subscribed to people's OnlyFans. I just follow a lot of Twitter accounts who pay for the OnlyFans that they'll upload the stuff for free on the Twitter. Don't judge me. Judge your mammy. Don't judge me.
I mean, but I will judge.
I know you're. I knew that you were going to judge me, ma'am. There was never any doubt in my mind that judgment would come from you because you're bougie, and that's okay. You are bougie. I'm elitist, and I accept that. See, when you're like me and you come from the hood and the ghetto, you can't be bougie because you didn't grow up in that world. But you can ascend to a certain level and become elitist. And that's what I would be. You, ma'am, are bougie because you come from those places. Speaking of OnlyFans, I'm going to read this headline and you all let me know, wrap your heads around this. Florida man arrested after kidnapping and beating woman unless she created OnlyFans account.
Wait, what? Say it
again. The first two words are enough. The fact that the first two words in this article is Florida man, you can stop right there.
Yeah, actually, we could just stop right there. Florida.
My great state of Florida. Once you mention Florida, it's all downhill from there. But the headline says Florida man arrested after kidnapping and beating woman unless she created OnlyFans account.
I don't even know what to say to that. My nigga, you beat her so she can start you could have started your own OnlyFans. Why did you have to?
According to Complex and Fox 13, a Florida man is facing several charges after police say he kidnapped and battered a woman that then threatened more violence unless she created an OnlyFans account and uploaded a video of herself engaged in sexual activity with Spears and another woman. Now, the man's last name is Spears. His name is DeMarco Spears. He's 30. Anytime you see your name in an article, even anytime you see your first name, middle initial, and last name in an article followed by your age, it's all downhill from there.
So he tried to new age pimp this woman into an OnlyFans.
Let me continue. Jaded, we talking about OnlyFans. You want to be alone. You may want to. Y'all say,
See,
give me a
I
shot in the
did
chat
show
for-
up, really B. I did show up, L Teddy. I did
I
show
never
up.
said that you would not show up, sir.
You did
Love
show
you,
up.
Abby.
Oh,
Love
my
you.
Oh, none of that smoke for Abby though.
Because Abby didn't say anything about him not showing up.
Abby can fight.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is this, JD. I was just going by the fact that we have invited you multiple times and you respectfully decline. You are always
But this is boys. You know, that's my bruh. And when the bruh
Yeah.
reaches out to the bruh, there's a special bond that us bros have together.
I miss my family. I just be working all the time. I'm trying to grow, y'all. I'm trying to.
You growing. We see you over there with your 14,000 subscribers and your 400 people in the chat. I ain't mad at you, boo.
Come on, knockers. Yes.
I can't lean back. I can't lean back like Loretta today.
Hey.
We'll see that in the after
Yeah,
party.
because
too.
if Abby lean back, this shit.
If
This
that
shit might-
camera
We're
goes,
gonna get shut down.
This is
Listen,
hot.
y'all want to see the top? I'm creating a short on my channel right now as we speak of me in the
Yes.
top. But
I'm
yeah,
here.
so-
I'm gonna just go pour me a shot, but I'm here. I'll be right back.
We'll be
Okay.
taking shots up, JD. We'll be taking shots up.
Vodka, child. That's all I drink.
Okay, well, hold on.
L Teddy, no, you not.
Oop,
Why the hell not?
oop, oop.
I'm sorry, excuse me, sir. What are you doing?
Excuse me, I can have a drink right now.
No, you cannot.
Later tonight, I might not be able to.
No, you're supposed to only be drinking wine and a glass
And
of wine.
cranberry juice. Yes.
You told me you could only have wine.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get mad because that's what
Don't
you
get
said.
mad at me because your sisters are holding you accountable for
Exactly.
what you said out your own mouth.
Look at him, because you know we not lying.
Pouting, man.
Look at him pouting. You know we not lying.
El Teddy, I'm drinking water.
I
Me
don't care
too.
about you and your water. I care about me and my shot. This is Chick-fil-A lemonade, which is so
Okay, well,
good.
I'll take a shot. We'll take a shot of water with you. Let's go.
No, I need to go pour a shot in this lemonade.
No, you don't.
You're not gonna fight me.
What did I tell you earlier today, sir?
I don't care about you, man.
And we were saying all roads go through Charlotte. So, like I said, what did I tell you earlier today?
I don't care. If Jaded ain't in the car, I'm not opening the door. How about that? And I know Jaded ain't coming out of the DMV area. So how about that?
Please understand, we do know how to get to where you live, sir. It is still in the GPS.
You still have to get in the door.
You think I can't get in the door?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Do you really think that me and Abby
Hey,
get in the door?
Hey, watch it. All you have to do is go to Alexander Rogers' page, and he will tell you all about Fulton County. This is in Fulton County. And you do not play with.
This is what I need you to understand. If I get in my car and I drive 95 to 85 South and stop through Charlotte and pick Abby up and get to Atlanta and get to your front door, I know you don't think we're not getting in. I know you don't think we're not getting in.
We will have a whole praise and worship service right outside your front door.
All day.
We'll be singing "Victory is mine."
Absolutely.
Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. I to say something. Victory today is mine. Sure is mine. Sure.
Hey.
Okay. That was our praise break.
Wait a minute, you see what Jason said? Jason said, sir, you need snacks every day. You can't hold out very long.
You don't know the whole.
He said eventually you gonna have to come out the house.
Eventually, you gotta make that Publix run eventually.
What? No. Probably though.
Exactly, Jason. We're gonna get him at the Publix, but we not. But remember, we know how to get to his house. We know where he lives. Zara, yeah, we all know each other in real life. We have not all four been together at one time, but we have all been in each other's presence. If that makes any sense, what I just said.
Yeah, I've never met Abby yet though. But
coming.
Abby, Loretta, and El Teddy have met.
Yes.
I have not.
So when I come up to DC one random weekend, and I text you and be like, Jaded, I'm coming to your door. Please open it. Thank you so much.
He wouldn't even let me come to the door.
I'm scared.
When El Teddy was in town, we tried to get Jady wouldn't come out the house.
Mind you, I was fully vaccinated, and everybody with me was fully vaccinated. Let's be clear.
Abby, I just react to Abby. I don't know. If Abby showed up, I might come outside.
Oh, it's Abby.
Noted. I'm gonna come in this top with my boobs half out. I bet you come out the door then.
Okay, I'll come running outside. The knockers, honey. No, but I'm doing better. I'm doing better with my anxiety.
Good.
Still not vaccinated because I gotta wait to see what the long-term effects are because I take medicine. So that's why I'm not.
Right.
But if it does pan out, then eventually I may do so, but I just don't know right now.
And I got some information from some friends of mine who work in the field. Jaded, I might be able to give you some that give you.
Okay, that'll be really cool.
That'll give you
because I am like really, really overthinking it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you really
I'm overthinking it.
We'll talk about it though. We'll talk about it backstage.
I just want to know who really gonna beat up. You look like you about to beat somebody up. You got the hair slicked back.
That right there. Him downstairs.
How much?
Him downstairs.
Not gonna beat me up because I'm gonna have a drink. Matter of fact, I had a drink a couple weeks ago before I had blood work, and I told the doctor. He said, "Well, was you doing it on a consistency?" I said, "No, I just had a splurge one day." He said, "Oh, you're fine." He said, "Matter of fact, all your stuff look real good. You're doing real good." I said, "Oh, okay, so I can splurge every now and again." He said, "Long as you don't splurge every day, and you do it few and far between, go ahead." So I said, "Okay." Now you know that was dangerous. You know that was dangerous for him to tell me that, right? You know that was the wrong answer.
That's why I said,
That was the wrong answer for him to tell me that. What was I talking about? Oh, I was reminding Jaded that he needs to secure the bag on OnlyFans because the FBI is now investigating OnlyFans, the whole company, and I don't want them to get shut down like the hub was shut down. So, you know,
I mean, it is what it. I will say this much without divulging too much information, but they did have us look over the terms and guidelines on OnlyFans, and there are certain things that you should and should not be doing. So you got to read the guidelines.
Like I heard that one of the guidelines is if you have a scene with another person, that person has to have OnlyFans account as well that you can link to because they have to also be following the guidelines. I don't know. So if you're gonna bust somebody down, that bust down got to have a OnlyFans.
I think that might be true because one of the things I saw spoke to, you know how people like to do stuff outside and the backdrop. We'll say that the backdrop.
Yeah,
and it says in the guidelines
and then hotel stairwells,
anything where the general public would be able to see you, they're like, don't do that. So
even though I just saw some of this
exactly
they actually from OnlyFans and they had just uploaded to Twitter from OnlyFans. They was right in the middle of the park. People were walking by. I saw another one with Kyle Levine. It was like 6 of them in a car. They had like a hatchback, right? So they had the 2 people in the front.
They piled out like a clown car?
Oh no! They were driving
No,
in
they
the
were
middle of
driving
the
and having.
highway.
Yeah,
In
I
the
saw
middle
that.
of the highway in rush hour traffic. They had 3 in the back seat. He was in the middle of the back seat. He at one point, one dude was slurping him down on one side. At another point, he was
Oh my
banging
God.
some dude on the window. Cars were passing
Oh,
by.
the window.
In the back part where the hatchback is, and it has a window. There was 2 dudes back there getting it down. I said, "What in the world?"
Yeah, but I can just tell you, read them guidelines. Just like with the YouTube guidelines, you got to read them because it
Yeah.
is in the fine print. Real talk, it's in the fine print.
I think they do
So
it for the people who ain't making them that much money. But when you making them a good coin, they gonna conveniently look aside.
perhaps
Conveniently.
have y'all talked about Pose yet? Because I
We
really
have
want to talk
not,
about
but we
Pose.
can.
Okay, let me know when y'all
We
ready.
can talk about the fact
I'm
that
ready when y'all ready. I haven't I haven't done my review yet, but
we can talk
I'll do
about
it tonight.
the full box of Kleenex that Ricky had me.
Yeah,
If
that was
Dylan
hard.
Burnside don't owe me nothing because he played that part
He
last night.
did.
Listen,
Yeah,
Dylan
he gave it.
Burnside,
Yeah, he did.
he don't owe
He
me
He
nothing.
did.
He don't owe me nothing.
He did. And I
Baby,
think that they did a good job of rebounding from
the fuck up.
Jamal. Not because his sister passed away and all that. Ryan
Right.
Jamal.
yeah.
They did a really good job rebounding and reworking the script. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. For me, I can't talk about Pray Tell. I need a couple. I need a couple weeks because that got me. That
Now here's
sacrifice.
the thing, and I
Mm,
talked to really be a little bit about this. When they talked about it after he died and whatnot, and they were sitting there and eating dinner, Christopher tried to paint it as if it was like a heart attack or something. But the way it was like suicide to me.
Yeah, he did that.
He
Yeah.
knew it was time. I'm
yeah,
checking out. It's time to go.
he
And
knew.
listen, keep it cute. Yes, that it was the scream. It was the Bianca scream for me. Listen, I mean not Bianca, Lord Blanca. Listen, Ebby, you're muted. Do you know that?
Abby's muted.
Okay, one, El Teddy, I thought he committed suicide. Two,
Yeah, he did.
Loretta, the scream. I was almost triggered because that's what my mother said I sounded like. She said you sounded like a wounded animal.
That is exactly how Blanca sounded, baby. Blanca.
That was one of the guttural screams where you have to
Mhm.
conjure up some pain from somewhere in below that. Yeah, that was one of them.
Right.
Listen,
I was in there trying to thug it out. I was,
and if that didn't get me, when Ricky was at that table and they put together that he had been giving Ricky
him and his
the
medication.
drugs,
Yeah,
Here's what I thought was going to happen. I
was
thought they
done.
were going to just try. They were going to try and, because trials are the person's supposed to be anonymous. I thought they were going to try and switch so that Ricky took Pray Tell's place in the trial and just kept getting the
I
medication.
thought that was going to happen too.
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. When they talked about the Lazarus effect, that took me
Mhm.
out because I'm
Mhm.
literally the Lazarus effect.
What took me out
That took
was
me out.
when they poured them ashes on that
Yeah.
doggone lawn. I lost it,
Oh,
and then
First
they
of all,
had the
I had a
song.
question. Was that somebody's real body or was
that
that
was
just,
her son.
oh Jesus. Now that I don't know if I could have
You
done
remember
that.
she said? Remember
Right.
she said?
I know she said he had just passed like the day before. I thought she was saying that she was gonna put his dad on the.
That's what I
I
thought.
didn't know she was gonna take her baby there.
Body.
I don't as a mama,
And
I
then
don't
when
know
they
if I
cut
could
away,
I don't know if I could have done it.
listen. At that point, I started to remember all of the names and all the people. I was in the bed in a fetal position, weeping. And then when they went
Yeah.
to the men's gay chorus, singing "The Man I Love," and all of their backs were turned this time, and everybody had on black this time.
Yeah.
And Ricky had the snot bubble coming out like Viola Davis. He gave us the Viola Davis. You
So
got to
did
turn your back to give me the Viola Davis.
when Blanca hugged Pray Tell's mom, Blanca had the Viola Davis snot bubble working too.
Yeah, you know that
Yeah.
takes some acting. They probably teach that in acting schools
Yeah.
now. This is the Viola Davis.
I'm telling you, when they were talking about the trial and they was talking about when they showed the white dude and he was like, well, and then they showed Pray Tell and he wasn't blind no more. I know I talk about it all the time, but I'm telling you, I know what the Lazarus effect does and is. And I'm telling you, when he had survivor's guilt and he made that decision, he was going to give them medicine to Ricky because he decided he was going to let Ricky live because Ricky was young.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And Pray Tell felt like he lived his life. He had, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was definitely a decision. It was definitely a decision. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need some time. Like I wanted to do a review, but I can't take myself out of the hospital to do the review. I can't.
I got it. I understand, baby.
Yeah.
It's real. It's real. And I think, I hate that I feel like the season was rushed, but I'm not upset with the way they did it. I'm not upset with how they ended the show. They gave us a full circle moment. You knew somebody had to go. Pray Tell or Blanca. One of them had to be the one. I mean, and I was here for it. I was here for it.
When they got to that choir the second time and there was no white and everybody had their back to I was back to Jesus.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, they're off. Oh, Jesus. I didn't know not nobody in that choir except for Pray Tell and Ricky, and it's still there was too much. It was too much. Everybody go on Jesus. Everybody.
I talked about in my review. Ty is actually was up to last year until COVID was a member of the New York City Gay Men's Choir. Gay Men's Chorus. And for years, had performed with them on Good Morning America and on several television outlets and stuff like that. And we used to talk about it all the time. He's like, "Yeah, I'm with the chorus right now. We doing it up. It was so funny. My best friend is also a part of the National Men's Chorus in DC. My best friend is a part of the National Men's Chorus and a part of the National Concert Choir in DC. And he performs with them as well.
That's what's up. Let me ask y'all a question. I felt some kind of way that Elektra got a locket because I could have sworn Pray Tell was like.
I would have been real mad if she didn't get no locket. I would have been real mad.
Yeah.
Yep. I would have been real mad.
I don't think he really meant it.
I don't think he meant it.
Yeah.
She
had to get a locket. Elektra was way too important to Pray Tell as much as he was important to her. Now, what I was mad about was that I said in my review, they didn't give us a fume. I wanted them to go out in a blaze of glory. Give me everything extremely dramatic. I needed a fume.
I needed him in no casket. I'm sorry.
I needed
give me a closed casket.
And be like, this what he's going to do.
Give me a closed casket and have him descend on a cloud from heaven with angel wings that span the circumference of the sanctuary. And as he comes down, he's singing and the people are shouting. Just give me that. Give me
what they did with Candy's funeral. That's kind of what I wanted for Pray Tell.
Yeah, I was
where people got a moment
earlier.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, I kind of wanted and I feel like, again, and I hate to keep feeling like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I feel like if we didn't have a rush season, I feel like Pray Tell would have gotten his own. He did sort of get his own episode, but I feel like maybe we would have got a funeral if it hadn't been this abbreviated season. But I agree with what you said, Nappy Child. He left her a note, so she was supposed to get a locket. It would have been the same as if Candy was still alive. The way that Candy and Pray Tell went at it, but Candy still would have deserved a locket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they really did love each other. That daggone Elektra. Baby, did y'all see Elektra in that final, not the scene at the ball, but when they went out to lunch? Bitch,
She was sharp. She was
Realness.
sharp.
First of all, she had that
Middle-aged
little gray
woman.
streak.
That gray streak, honey. Yes,
I said,
ma'am,
okay,
honey.
bitch. I see
Realness.
Girl, Electra is my spirit woman, okay? She's my spirit animal. Baby, listen. I am here for Electra. She gave me
I
everything.
thought she was going to get locked up from the mafia, though.
Yeah, I was, but I said,
I
you know,
ain't gonna lie.
everybody get their happy ending. She said she done
Yeah.
moved from phone sex to webcams, and I ain't mad at her. Listen, Electra, do it, boo.
Okay.
Yeah. Lamar, when he was over there dancing to How Did You Get Here, baby, when I tell you I was giving life over here in front
Oh,
of
I knew that when I heard How Did You Get Here, I was like, I thought of Abby.
Yeah.
Baby, I was over here voguing with him, giving him my whole life.
But you know, Deborah Cox has always been a huge
Of course,
advocate.
Deborah Cox is the whole movie.
No,
And then
absolutely.
they switched from that to We Go Deep by Janet Jackson, Queen Janet.
which is another. That's my
Everything
jam.
I need.
Yes.
They gave me and then they
And
gave
y'all
you
know how,
Whitney Houston
yes.
out. And then they gave you Whitney Houston, Your Love Is My Love out. Girl, they gave me my life. Honey.
Yeah.
They
The
made
music
some
has
money,
been
though.
top
They paid the
tier.
coin.
I have to admit, it's been amazing. The soundtrack is perfect.
I'm telling you, it's all of the playlists on Spotify Music. The Pole season 1, 2, and 3. Well, I don't know about 3, but I know 1 and 2 was on the It's on, I'm sure they're gonna put 3 up.
Yeah.
And you can get, because the music has absolutely been everything.
Everything. How do y'all feel about that brick that Blanca met at the I'm being
Did you
messy.
call the girl a
I
brick?
called her a brick.
She
No,
was.
that was a
Oh,
nod to
shit.
Electra. That was a nod to Electra. Remember, she called Blanca a brick, and then Blanca
She
became
did call
legendary.
Blanca a brick. She did.
She called her a beast. She said, "When my cheekbones are sitting high as Berdoff's, while
did.
you hide in the shadows, beast."
But we know Blanca. Listen, when they gave us that flashback of Blanca, I said, "Ma'am."
Yeah,
I loved seeing Ricky as a house father. And I was
yeah.
telling Billy B, the way he was dressed gave me house father. Because
But
you
he
could
was a
tell
mini Traytail with that hat and everything. He
his
was a mini
attire was
Traytail.
older than the young kids, and you could tell, yeah, he's older than them. He's the house
Yeah, he
father.
was the house father, still slaying the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard him
I
call him
love
Blanca.
it.
You heard him call him Blanca grandmother. Grandmother
Mm-hmm.
Blanca.
Child, he got Evangelista tattooed on his forearm. I said, oh,
He
my
did.
God.
Yeah, he was like, listen.
I got some breaking tea if y'all want it. I got
Ooh,
some tea.
yes.
Breaking tea. Marcella and Bishop have both left All About the Tea panel.
Oh,
Bishop
no.
is live right now.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying. And another one bites the dust.
Now, why did they leave again?
Oh, LC.
Oh,
Ooh,
it's been a
child.
whole.
Ooh,
Was that the
child.
thing with
Ghetto.
Monica?
I don't even know. Listen, where do we
Was
even
that the
start
thing with
that?
Monica?
Bojangles.
So the lawyer lady players, she was like, it's oh, you know, the world is opening back up. She's actually an attorney. She's gonna have to go back into the office. So she doesn't have the time to dedicate to 3-4 hour lives every day. So she said to the Monica girl, hey, you know, I have to put my 2 weeks notice in, and you know, I have to step back. And she was, and I guess they had some type of conversation where she was like, well, maybe you can do one day a week, like maybe you could do Fridays. And she said, okay, well, what would be my compensation? Because they get paid to do this. So she said, what would be the compensation for me just doing Fridays? And Monica said, well, let me get back to you. She never got back to her. Apparently, they blew up from there.
Allegedly, they get paid $200 to $300 per month.
That ain't no money.
That's not enough for all
Not
the work
per
they
week.
do.
Because they work
Not per show.
and they be
per
on
month.
those jobs for like 3 hours. That's
Thank
great.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Really B. Thank you. But I just wanted to drop that tea because somebody they
How
sit
many
in that seat.
subscribers does their channel have?
Which
She
one?
had over 100,000. She ain't got that no more.
Well, she
Child, I
had
don't get it, man.
107, and allegedly she lost 4,000 in one
All of
day.
these people claiming to be grand and all of that. If you're not in seven figures, YouTube ain't paying you no mind. Let's just be clear.
You mean
If you ain't
monetarily or
Monica
algorithm?
makes almost $100,000 a year on
But
YouTube.
what I'm saying is knowing, like, for example, just as well as I know everybody on this panel, I know people who are seven-figure
I
subscriber
understand
count.
that, Teddy, but that doesn't mean that if you're not seven figures, it's not relevant.
They're making money.
The point that I'm making is this: twofold. One, YouTube don't give a shit what happens to you at that point. Two, somebody's making a lot of money and stealing money from those people because they make more than
that ain't making no money. That's all
they're
I'm
making more. No, I'm not.
No.
I never said they're not making.
No,
any
they're
money.
making peanuts compared to the host. The host is making over 100K a year.
But the host also has multiple panels throughout the day, though.
Exactly.
Because she has I think there's a daytime panel with like DJ Richie Sky and Buffy from
But
all
the
of
host
them,
is
yeah.
making $100,000 a year from a lot of sponsorships too, and that's where
but
the money
multiple hour, like 3 or 4 hour long panels, multiple times a day, every day.
It adds up.
That's gonna add up.
They got
However,
Super Chat, they got Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, right? And I'm just telling you, without telling y'all, my little small channel makes money. So
what
if
I'm
you got
gonna
somebody,
say to you is this: once you get to a certain revenue for YouTube, what is the standard amount of money that they dish out? It changes when you get to a certain amount that you do make for YouTube. It changes, and they will go out of their way to make sure that YouTube still gets the lion's share of that. What happens is how you begin to make the bigger dollars is there's other programs that YouTube has with sponsorships and partnerships that gives money to the channel, and so they'll tell you that the bulk of their money doesn't come from views and stuff and super
right?
chats and stuff like that.
It's
It
AdSense,
starts to come from
it's affiliate marketing,
no, what I'm
it's
saying is once you get
sponsorship.
to a certain amount, YouTube says I'm snatching all of this.
Right. And you're right,
So
El Teddy. But what I'm saying is, without giving away my coins, I'm saying that at my small channel, I make money. And what I'm saying is, the larger channels that are like getting the hundreds of thousands and millions of views per month, like you said, 7-figure channels, they're making money. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I say like this.
The point is about what's going on with the situation. I mean, we got sidetracked. I don't want to sidetrack before but so Claire was leaving the channel. She contacted Monica to tell Monica she was, leaving the panel.
Right.
And it just turned into a whole shit show from there. And it's been going on for like a week now.
But the big thing is Marcella is leaving, and Marcella allegedly bought her way onto the panel.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Zara, that's what a lot of them are talking about. That's kind of what Bishop is talking about as far as like the fact that, the tone changed and how, it got to the point where they said that in the beginning they would discuss the topics. And then it got to the point where Monica wouldn't discuss the topics. She would just sort of spring it on them. And sometimes they would end up talking about stuff that they really didn't want to discuss. Or the topics were, about things that, they didn't know a lot about. And it just got to be a lot. It just got to be a lot.
It's a lot. I'm going to tell you one thing. And I think El Teddy is right, because in terms of sponsorship and affiliate marketing, that's where the bigger YouTubers make their money. Right. You could actually type in affiliate marketing in Google, and you could find a list of companies, businesses, and services that do affiliate marketing for YouTube, and you can represent them and you can make money.
What ends up happening is, and just and speaking to, once you get to not even platinum level, diamond level, for YouTube and so forth, when you get to not just seven figure but the eight figure people that are subscriber count people, um, YouTube pays for everything for them at that level. So they will get picked up by sponsors. Sponsors will then pay YouTube to fly them all over, not just the country, but all over the globe
Right.
to go and promote various things that they have going on, or if you notice certain channels have certain, you always see certain ads that play on their videos and things like that. Not the paid, not the ones that come up as paid promotions in the middle, but just a regular ad that'll lead in, or that make they get the same ones, and it's strategic that way because they know that, hey, it's big. It's a lot of big business going on. It's a
YouTube
lot.
is
Matter of
good
fact,
money.
I was talking to Troy from T Pendel. He's trying to get to eight figures. He's still at seven figures, but he was um he was telling me how he's him and his financial people are negotiating um where to go with that, and so what to do with certain things. So, and they have obligations that they, to YouTube, but they have to go to certain events like the May conference that they have in May, the conference that they have in, is it October or November? The big one is in May, but then there's another one in either October or November. I can't
Yeah.
remember. Every year.
I don't know why she's an Avatar quintessential. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't.
I don't know that Funky Dineva is diamond level.
I wouldn't. I don't. I mean,
I think Funky is still six figure.
Yeah, Funky is still at six figures. I don't think.
Yeah. I mean, to get platinum level, you have to be seven figures.
Right. But I want to say this, just to be fair. You may not get the platinum level, but I can promise that if you want to leave your 9 to 5, you can. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you can. I mean, and that's why.
That's
I mean,
all I'm saying.
and that's why, not to go into beef sector shit, but that's why when people be coming for mother and they be trying to make it seem like it's, oh, well, he don't have a real job. YouTube is a real job. Like, I don't know why people keep acting like this shit ain't a real job.
It's income. I had to declare it on my income taxes.
I sure do pay taxes on
I
this.
had to claim everything I got from YouTube and OnlyFans.
And the thing is,
thank you.
People do work. Like, I mean, people like Jaded, people like El Teddy, who, like, I don't do as much editing and all of that stuff because Jaded is teaching me. He quit on me, y'all. I gotta get him back. But it's hard work. Like, editing is hard work. Coming up with content is hard work. Like, that shit ain't easy. That's not something that just
Xavier,
happens.
to answer your question, T Pendel goes back to my first channel, and I remember when T Pendel started his channel. And I promoted his channel on my first channel. He's from South Florida. He's the alpha too. But he's from South Florida. He lives in Broward County. And I remember when he started, he was like, "El Teddy, can you when I come on your channel promote?" And he was he had just started, and he got a couple hundred subscribers. I remember just that day. I remember on my channel, and then he went into the thousands. I remember. But there wasn't a YouTube back then. The YouTube partnership program was way different from now. There wasn't no thousand. The first YouTube partner program, you had to have.
I think it was 10,000.
No. It was 100,000. The very first.
Yeah, that's what I said. 100. You had to have 100,000 subscribers.
100,000. This was back in like 07, 08 when I first came in. And how you knew someone was a YouTube partner. The only people who had banners on their channel was YouTube partners. You could not get a banner on your channel unless you were a partner. It started off, a matter of fact, I think the first partners, it was just a handful who had 500,000 or more. And that was back early 07. Then they lowered it to 100,000. Then they lowered it again to select you to have 50,000.
Who is
And
Riley Knox? Who is Riley Knox, y'all? Willow says she believes that Monica is Riley Knox. I don't know who
I
Riley
don't
Knox
know who that is.
I'm gonna have to Google. Let me Google.
Put it in the Google machine and tell us who that is.
I'm gonna put it in the Google machine.
I'll tell y'all this much. What I learned over the 5 years is like there are many ways to monetize. And what I will say to El Teddy's point, the big money, the big bucks, the big dollars, it happens a specific way. So El Teddy is correct in terms of like making big money. And I'm telling y'all, you can make a little bit of money and just add it all up, and it's still it'll do well.
When I tell you, I have a good friend of mine on YouTube. Who's on YouTube. I ain't gonna call his name. He's a big YouTuber. He showed me one time, and this was a couple years. He has way more subscribers now. This is 2018. Back then, he had about 3 million subscribers at that time. He said this is my lowest month of the year, so I'm not really happy about it. But I'm gonna show you anyway. He made about 46,000 that month.
Okay, Riley Knox. I know now. Now that I'm reading about her, I know. I've heard of her before. She's a gender illusionist. She's from DC. She's a top Beyonce impersonator, as well as the co-host of a web series talk show, We Speak the Talk Show.
That name sounds familiar.
She is Monique's best friend from the Real Housewives of Potomac, which would make sense because remember,
is that the best friend that was on Real Housewives of Potomac?
She wasn't on Real Housewives of Potomac. I mean, she might have been like in a couple of scenes, but she wasn't.
Remember there was a girl who we saw, I think, last season.
No, not her.
Okay.
No. Now that would actually make a lot of sense because we know that Monique and Monica were real tight, and Monica was getting all the inside scoop on the Real Housewives of Potomac, honey. But I don't know who this woman is.
I'll say this. I think that what's the word that I want to use? When you're talking about access, that's the word. When you're talking about access to these people, these shows, panels, platforms, reality TV shows, and all that, I think that there is an inside lane. And I believe that if you know who you need to know, then you will know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That I believe.
And Vovo, I saw that shady comment you made a few minutes ago talking about it's a whole lot of panels coming to an end this week. I saw the shade, Vovo. I saw the shade.
It's okay.
Well,
I mean, listen.
So we've been around. How long we been together? A couple years.
The fat boys break up and now this.
I'm about to say we're an informal panel. We ain't really no panel. We just link up from time to time. A panel, you know what? I did a panel a few weeks ago and it was really nice. It was really cool, and a lot of people wanted me to do it like ongoing, like do it every Sunday. I just can't commit to that. It's hard. Panels, having a set panel on a set day at a set time, it's not impossible. It's just hard. That's what's been really hard with me trying to do my Saturday with Face and me. Just aligning our schedules and committing to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like y'all know, I'm always down for us to link up. Like I'm always down for the Trézur Kids link up. Okay.
I'll tell y'all one thing. I felt so bad because I looked up. This was about a week ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? And I think Eddie had a get ready with me. And it was you, El Teddy, Lover. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not there. And I felt so bad.
I sent you the link for that. Baby.
You did. And I was in the bushes. I was editing. And I was like, I'm so trash. Because I'm so sorry, y'all. I feel so bad.
Jada, we understand. Like I'm not offended by it.
I'm so sorry, but I was right there.
You come, you know.
Abby said, "Get ready with me with the Trézur family child," and I was like, "Damn, I'm the redheaded stepchild. I'm so sorry. My bad, y'all."
Jada, we know you be out back doing
that. Shit. No, I love you, Jaden. I'm sorry.
But I'll let L Teddy say that. He can say that to me. It's cool.
So, I mean, do
He's
y'all want to be?
neglecting us.
Do you
I'll
want to
just
be
walk
next
up
to
to L
Jada?
Teddy and I'll confront him.
So, Jada and L Teddy, do
Hey,
you want
watch
to
this.
be?
Confront me, making sure you have already built your tent, and you
No, I'm
know
gonna
what I
walk
mean.
up to you.
With the tent built,
Well, as long as I walk up to you, that's the shade right there.
My sound is off because I turned this fan back up. I'm sorry, Zara. I turned this fan back up.
But
um,
real quick before we go, are you going to come back
where
up,
we
Eddie?
going?
Real honestly, because I'll make sure I make
Wait, where
myself
are we going?
available.
Where were we going? I will say this: what see now, today's YouTube does a lot of panels because you have platforms like this.
You have
Back in
StreamYard.
Right.
the day, collab channels were the days of the week where you had a collective and each member had a day of the week on that channel. And so
Right.
you knew every day was a different member, and that kind of worked for that kept those panels alive. Like for example, Tyler Oakley. People know Tyler Oakley as being this huge person now. When Tyler Oakley started as Five Awesome Gays, he was Friday on Five Awesome Gays back in the day. And I remember I was Friday on Five Black Guys, and we had a whole Friday. We did a whole Friday video where it was all of the collab channels and all of the different days of the week got together and did a collab video or whatever.
But it was funny because it was so funny to hear last week when that whole thing went down with James and Lady Nika, and they were talking about the Fresh Collective, and it was so funny to hear these new YouTubers try to understand that concept, because when they were like, oh well, we were a collab group, and they were like, oh, you were a panel, and they were like, no, there
No,
weren't panels back then,
they
and
weren't.
Bree was like, so then how did, like, you can hear it in her voice, like, well, if there weren't panels, how did you do it? And they were explaining, like you just said, El Teddy, everybody takes a topic and they, but because people are so used to doing things the way we do it now, a lot of people do not understand.
Mhm.
Like that's how
Like
you
what? Yeah, and how it used to go for the younger people. You used to have one topic. Like for example, we would have this week. Say the topic was the new cast of Real Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and every day everybody would do their commentary on that day, and they would do it however they wanted to. Some people chose to be a little more expert. You got a different vantage point or viewpoint of
Right.
it every day. You knew, okay, on Tuesday, and you would see the numbers fluctuate on certain days, or you would have certain subscribers that would only come on that. It was so interesting to see when we used to do our analytics back then. That on certain days you had some subscribers only commented on these days because those were their favorites, and so it was so funny to see how that worked. But collectively, the channel might have couple 100,000, but any video may not have that because they had people who went on whatever day to see whoever they was their favorite, or and then you did have people who watched all 5 days. So that's how it went. It was a lot easier because you knew I'm only responsible for Monday. I don't give a shit what goes on. You know what I'm saying? I know I just got to put out my shit on Monday. Whatever they do the rest of the week, and I'll give you a perfect example. Five Black Guys. One of the biggest things that happened when we had five, one of our challenge, we had every week we had a topic and we had a challenge. So there was a topic you had to talk about, and then there was a challenge like a dare that you had to do. I never forget the first challenge was to eat dog food, and yep, that was the first challenge to eat dog food.
Yeah,
I,
you
I
by
chose
yourself
to
on
eat the
that.
dry dog food, not the wet dog food, because I was not eating no wet dog food. So I got a little bit of the dry dog food. Yeah, I remember eating it anyway. It tasted like cardboard. Anyway, Ricky, my child Ricky, brought me some dog food and said, "Okay, here, eat it." So anyway, one day our challenge was everybody had to post on a different day, and so we all swapped days and had different days of the week. And then the subscribers got so angry, and it kind of got turned topsy-turvy mess because people forgot that they had to go on different days and people had got so beholden to their day. It was a whole complete mess. And we never did it again. It split the channel.
I'll tell y'all one thing. I learned about black. I found James during it was Empire. I found James reviewing Empire, and then from Empire, I found James doing Blab. Because Blab was late night. Blab was all them just talking and hanging out, carrying ons and all that. And I ain't gonna lie, I remember saying, you know what, I can't be a part of this shit because it's like, oh, sorry, I can't be a part of this because I ain't got no.
Apologize for cussing on L Teddy's channel.
Right on my channel.
No, I'm saying my bad. No, but it was like I can't do this. I ain't got no charisma. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It was watching Mother or James or whatever, and it was like, you know what? I don't feel bad. And I think I'm going to say what I got to say. You know what I'm saying? But it was watching James. It took me about maybe 2 or 3 months just watching before I really felt comfortable. You know what I'm saying? For me. Just for me.
For me, back, even with the old channel, I didn't watch anybody. I found YouTube and I didn't even know people were doing what people were doing. I just knew YouTube was a place where you could upload your own videos. So it was like a diary for me. And I could just upload a video where I could just give out my thoughts. And I did that. And back then I would make a video every day. Like I would come home from work and would just let it all out. It was so fun. And people watched me. And I said, why are people watching me? It was really for me to go back and listen to my own self. And I was like, okay, I guess I gotta start to take this seriously. We now, before YouTube had live, back in the day, back in 07, 08, I remember we used to go on Blog TV. It was 2 sites that you could go to. You could go to Blog TV or you could go to Stickam.com. Either blogtv.com or stickham.com. And we would come on and we would like make a video saying, because remember, there was no live videos. Everything was pre-recorded back in the day with YouTube. Everything was pre-recorded. So you used to have to make a video and edit and everything saying, meet me at such and such time on Blog TV or stickham.com/ and your name. And we used to go over there, and that's how you had the lives. And they had lives kind of like what you see now, where you had the live and then you had the comment section over there. And we used to listen. You talk about, and those old sites let you do anything. Like people expose themselves. Like we had some, some peen exposures and ass and you name it, it happened over there on those. We used to have so much fun on there. I remember Wesley from A Connection TV. He used to come on with us, and oh my God, we used to have so much fun. Him and Derek L. Briggs from ADCV. We used to all be on. Oh God, we used to have so much. Those were the good old days. Good old days, but yeah, I was younger than this.
Okay, so Nappy Child asked a good question. Nappy Child said, "How did y'all find or follow all of their channels?" So you mean like how did we find each other? Is that what you're asking? How did we all find each other?
Probably
I can answer that. That's easy.
I was about to say I can answer it too. Go ahead, JD. You go first.
Easy. Really B spoke up on my behalf, and then L Teddy spoke on my behalf, and then I met Abby Reviews, who I used to say Eby until L Teddy told me that it's pronounced Abby. So really B came off the porch for me, and then L Teddy came off the porch for me, and Eby Reviews was Abby Reviews when L Teddy told
it wasn't
me,
always Abby Reviews though. It was her name first.
Right, it was her legal name at first.
But he told me, it's pronounced Abby, right? So that's how I met them. Real talk.
I used to do that all the time.
You did. I would just let it fly.
He would let it fly.
I would always be like, no, it's Abby, not
no.
Eby.
I'd be in the group chat. Eby. I'd be online live. Eby. And El Teddy said no. Abby. Abby.
I found Really B first. Well, no, I was already following Mother because I've been following Mother for years, just in the bushes always. Never comment, never say anything, just watch and keep it moving. What's up, Lamone? And I found Really B. I was watching Ashley Miller. Love me some Ashley Miller.
I
Love me
love
some
her.
Ashley. And one of the recommendations was Really B. And I said, who is this chick? Let me go watch her. No, it wasn't Ashley Miller. It was either Ashley Miller or Jay Lee from Jay Lee's Corner. Love me some Jay Lee. Love me some Jay Lee. Anyway, it was one or two, or maybe both. And so I clicked on Really B's video, and I started binge watching her videos. And I did if you look on my channel, it's still there. I did a YouTube homework with my Angry Teacher Chronicles. I did YouTube homework, and I had 3 people who you should go and subscribe to. And Really B ain't know me from a can of paint, but Really B was one of the 3 subscribers that I'm in 3 pages. I say go subscribe to these 3 ladies. They are great. You'll love their channel and stuff like that. And I sent her a message. I think was it on Instagram, Really B?
Yes, it was on Instagram.
On Instagram, and told her, hey, check this out. I promoted you on my channel. Just wanted to let you know. ...
And I was so surprised. I was like, oh my gosh, really? And I went and looked at the video. And then I subscribed to him. And then I started hanging out in his chat.
But you know what? I've never asked my subscribers how they found me. That's that's an interesting. I've never asked my subscribers how they found me or where. Now I know some people found me from the Gentleman's Panel. I'm not going to be a person that, but there were a lot of people that's still in my chat now that were following me well before the Gentleman's Panel. When I used to do Silly Saturdays, the old Silly Saturdays with the blue thumbnail.
Yeah, well, hold on. Well, yes. Now I found Abby. Well, I kind of talked about this before. I found Abby because of Ty Couture.
Right.
We both used to be in the chat with Ty Couture. I found Jaded through Mother. Mother told me to go check Jaded out, and because Jaded, a lot of people don't know Jaded used to do reviews, and so
yeah, he did used to do reviews.
Yeah, Jaded used to do reviews.
I don't know what happened to those reviews, God, but he did.
Nobody watched them.
I watched them.
Even though, you know what, Jaded, not to cut you off, Really B, my small little videos, like the one I did on the Bachelor guy and the one I did on Lindsey Graham, those videos do tremendous on my channel. Like the little 5 minutes, here's a little news story that I'm getting. Those videos do great on my channel. I don't know why.
Well, what I have found about my videos is that my videos have a slow climb. Like, I don't get the 2,000 views in an hour. But after like a week or 2 weeks, I'll go back and look. And I'll be like, oh, that video did all right. Like, I don't know what happened. My Blood and Water must have come back in the algorithm or something. Or maybe they get ready to drop season 2. Because all of a sudden, I started getting all these reviews on my Blood and Water reviews. And that was last summer.
Yeah, that was.
One of the season 2 getting ready to drop or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that thumbnail with the kids in the uniforms?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Blood and Water was good. And I remember.
That's not David Makes Man. David Makes Man is different, right?
Yeah, that's a different show.
Okay.
Now, I did get a surge in subscribers from David Makes Man. Like, certain shows, when I review it, people just come and say, no, I need to see your. David Makes Man was one. Lovecraft Country was one. Like, people will come and just watch Lovecraft Country reviews of mine. There's of course Blood and Water and things like that. And I just appreciate certain shows. And for me, I think what you like is when you get the views or you get people that come for shows that you authentically like.
Right.
Like David Makes Man or Lovecraft Country shows that I just enjoy. That literally, I really don't want to review. those are shows I really just want to sit back and just watch and enjoy. And so I know with Lovecraft Country, I used to do that. I would the first time I would watch it, I would sit and watch it just for myself. I'm not gonna write no notes. I'm not gonna do. I just need to sit back. You know, Lovecraft Country was all. You had to be ready. You had to sit
Yeah.
in
I
your
watched
house
3 episodes. I couldn't
with a
finish
drink
it. I
and
hated
be
it.
like, okay, I don't know if I'm ready, but okay, let's do this. And you would watch it and enjoy. It was so good. So Jada, you only made it. You didn't make it to episode. What is that? 9, where you
Nope.
get the
I
crotch
did
shot,
3.
where you get the
No.
meat
3
shot.
episodes. And I got
Jada,
angry and I got mad and I wanted to punch white people and I got angry.
Jada, it's
I'm
worth it
being
to get
real.
to
It
episode
did make
9.
it did make you want to punch white people though.
It
I'm
did. It
sorry.
did.
I only did 3 episodes and people keep telling me you got to finish it, but
You got to finish
I
it.
got so angry I couldn't finish it. When they did the episode about the sundown
No,
town,
Lamone.
oh my
David
god.
Makes Man is coming out on June 22nd. The season 2 will start. Um, and he's gonna be grown. Like David
They
and the whole
fast
cast
forward.
is gonna be. They fast forward. I don't know how
He's a
many. I don't know
grown
if it's
man.
10 years or however many years, but um, um, all of them are grown.
Thank you, Zara.
So JG is grown. David is grown. All of them are grown. I Somebody told me that Saren is in this season,
He's in there.
He
so
better be.
I'm okay because
He's in there. If you watch the trailer, you know how they would show like the kid version
mhm,
and then the adult version. You see Saren.
yeah,
He's in
Saren
there.
is there
He's
because
in there.
I would have did a whole "Where's Kevin" the entire season,
We would have been on the same accord because we're Saren.
baby.
I was
Last
already
time we
with
saw
Where's
Saren
Saren
in
at
that
the end of
damn
the
car in
season.
Florida,
Season.
and we ain't seen that baby since.
Right. I was mad that we ended the season not knowing what the hell happened to the boy.
The last we saw him was episode 9, not 10.
When he was in
Which,
that
by
car with
the
that
way,
person, we didn't know whether that
right.
person was a friend or foe.
And that was my least favorite episode. That was the episode with the hurricane. Remember they went over to grandma's house, and I just didn't like that episode. But that episode I think that's my highest rated. It's my first top or second highest rated
Nappy
video.
Child said that they dropped the trailer for Queen Sugar. We got a new season of Queen Sugar that fast? Wow.
Y'all know, politics is my thing now. I will sit here and we'll do a politics of it all and lose my whole goddamn mind. I will literally sit here and lose my goddamn mind on some goddamn politics. Thank you, Nita L.
Zara, I did
for my
start a
for the
book
super.
club channel. I'm kind of fell down on the job, but I'm getting back on it this week.
Jason, I'm starting the second book next week. I'm actually gonna cheat and start it this week since I got some time this week. But Jason, I'm starting the second book this week. I'm excited about it. But my best friend wants me to start next week. I'm not gonna start next week. I'm starting this week because I'm
Well,
gonna
what
cheat.
book are you reading, sir? What's the book?
You asking me a lot of questions. Oh man. The next book is it's the pink cover. Shoot. Black Boy Out of Town. Out of Time, not out of town. Out of Time. Black Boy Out of Time. I think that's the name of it. So because I already got it downloaded from Amazon. So
Well, I'm gonna start getting back to my book. I kind of fell down on the job. I actually reached out to the author, and she said she would check out my reviews. So I was like, hell, I guess I better jump back on it.
So, but y'all know me, and really be say I get really hung up on certain, like when I get fixated on certain things, I go in deep. Y'all know me in certain things in policy. I will sit there. I do like I'll do the Rachel Maddow, and I will with surgical precision dissect Every single layer of this. Now let's peel this layer away. Let's peel this layer away.
Thank you, little baby. Zara, little baby just dropped the link for the book club channel. Thank you, little baby boo. Thank you.
I'm not. Somebody asked me in a comment, why do we say Shondo on a live? And I said, you'll have to ask the chat because we used to explain Shondo, but now we're too far along for me to explain it. I just say the chat will tell you if they want you to know. Just like orange shirt, the chat will tell you. Soon we're going to be like that about sugar spikes. I think people can figure out what sugar spikes mean now. Maybe they don't, but that was a whole listen. That silly Saturday with sugar spikes. No, orange to me the best silly Saturday is orange shirt. The orange shirt silly
I
Saturday
think orange shirt is the one.
is still my favorite silly Saturday. The highest rated silly Saturday, all of us were there. That was the one with VS came. And we had 700
well,
people in the chat.
well, of course, because it was messy.
It was 700 people in the chat.
I'm about to say you had 700 people in the chat when we were doing the damn live.
We sure did. We sure had.
Oh, you mean the one we got ambushed? Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't get ambushed. No, I don't do ambushes. Not at all.
I got ambushed. Mm-hmm.
How you got ambushed?
Because at that time, me and VS were not on good terms at all. Period.
Because I remember VS had said something about Really B, and I remember I had to ask Really B, "Are you okay with VS coming on?" And Really B said, "I don't care. Let her on. I don't care." I said, "Okay."
Because she was lying on me. She was lying on me. She was lying on me. But yeah, that was definitely an interesting Saturday. That was the beginning of the end of a lot of things that Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all are stupid.
Done.
I didn't say nothing.
You didn't have to.
Isn't her year of penance over? I don't know how long she had.
Yeah, she been off. I think she ain't coming back. I mean, let me say this. I think she here. I just don't think she's gonna come back as a channel.
I think she's one of the trolls.
I definitely think she's here. And I think she's somebody that people talk to all the time and don't know it's her.
Probably.
I ain't got no problem with her. I'm cool.
She never did anything to me specifically, but watching her moves and watching how she dealt with people made me go, ooh. Now, I will say this. I saw a lot of me in VS because I know if somebody come at me, y'all know me. I don't even tell y'all. I'll click a link and say, bitch, let's go. Let's get some. Don't tell me nothing. Don't try and explain to me. I ain't explaining to nobody. I don't want to hear it. We getting some today.
Zara, when you say channels to suggest for what? What are you looking for? And as far as channels to avoid, I wouldn't tell you to avoid anything. You have to figure out what works for you. Everything doesn't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that, for example, most of us have several sectors of YouTube that we frequent. Like we don't all just congregate in one part of YouTube. We all have different sectors and segments of YouTube that we all congregate in depending on our what we like and our various interests and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean it just depends on what it is. Because I look at a lot of other reviewers, people who review shows. I look at a lot of celebrity gossip. I look at a lot of history stuff because I'm a history nerd. So it just depends on what I'm kind of doing. But
I do a lot of marching band stuff.
Yeah,
I'm a band.
But I wouldn't tell you to avoid anything. You have to figure that out for yourself.
Of course, I'm watching a lot of makeup stuff.
I'm actually real invested in the tech sector. I'll be over there in the tech sector all the time. All the time. So, of course, the politics sector. Black politics specifically. I don't be around there with everybody.
Oh yeah, I look at
About
the
black
politics. Yeah, yeah, I definitely look at the politics.
black politics. So
Listen, I try. I depend on my siblings for the politics because it gives me a migraine, and then I want to fight people.
Hey, Miss
So
hey,
Bacon.
Miss Bay thing.
I listen. I try to stay out of that. Not that I'm not knowledgeable. I just don't. I don't like. mm, Mm-mm.
Um, specifically, um, I know there are a lot of people that may be here from Billy B's platform that may not have been over here. I would say um to talk about the four people on screen, the three people on screen with me. Really B, you get the best of Really B every night at about 6:30, where she just gives you the tribe meeting. Abby goes live every morning around 11, sometime between 11 and 12, usually, where she is going to do the damn thing in the makeup world and just talk about whatever's going on, but while she's doing her makeup and chatting it up. Jaded does pop culture better than most. Jaded,
That's
dr-
Definitely.
Jaded drags people by
fulfilled.
their skull. Um, and you just got to catch him when you see. You got to put on a notification for Jada because you never know when he gonna click the button, and he's gonna click the button. And I'll be in the bushes a lot of times. I don't even pop out the bushes. I don't even need to see people to see me with blue or nothing. Nope, I'm just let him go, and he will be skull dragging people. Um,
I love people. I don't have a book of
for
darkness.
me, I'm just the nice one out of the four of these people,
So you were doing
and
fine
Oh
until you
wow, you
started
were doing
lying.
so
You was
well until
fine.
you decided to lie, sir. You
there's
have
this.
Book of darkness.
you have a huge and a little book of darkness, sir. What you mean?
Book of darkness.
Wait, what?
Book of darkness. You know what it is.
Wait,
Levitated
what?
book of
And
darkness.
then you was so bad with it. Your book of darkness has multiplied and birthed a little tiny book of darkness baby.
There is a tiny book. Shouts out to Jason. I would say Silly Saturday is where you get a smorgasbord of what goes on over here. I mean, we do it all. We venture from the politics to the salacious to the debaucherous
Jonathan,
to
don't do that.
the
Yeah.
funny, serious.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you,
do miss the
Jonathan.
field trips
Thank
to
you.
Twitter and
Bye.
Instagram, El Teddy. I
No,
do.
let me highlight this because no lies are told.
Oh God,
Thank you, Jonathan.
man of God. You know what? I know you like to encourage the people, but let's not do that.
Also, don't forget Teacher Project 2.0. That's where you get the professional side of me and Really Be, where we talk all things education.
We love to
And
hear it. We love to see it.
yeah, it gets intense over there when we start talking about education. We get really serious. Abby has her Tatted and Fluffy. Abby has the new channel,
Not my ministry.
Not My Ministry, thank you. Where she be over there talking about things that you might need to you know,
We try. You
hear
just gotta
about.
get your life together.
So Zara, honestly, when you say you're trying to figure out our dynamic, honestly, we're just people who were YouTubers who found each other, and we've built this camaraderie that we have, and we call each other Trézur Lane because we all come from I can say we come from, but we claim the house. I come from the house of Trézur. Milan Trézur, aka Spillet Boy, who is a YouTuber as well. He is actually my mentor, and I come out of the house of Trézur. And we call each other the Trézur Kids because we are all, affiliated with Milan Trézur in that way. So when you hear us talking about mother, we talking about Spiller Boy TV, YouTuber Spiller Boy TV, and so that's just really the dynamic. We all do our own thing on our channel. We overlap in some ways, but we all sort of do our own thing. Because Abby does reviews too, but she does her makeup as well. El Teddy does reviews, but he does his politics and his other stuff. Jada does pop culture. Every once in a while, he might drop a review on you. He used to do reviews, but not so much anymore. He's kind of gotten into his pop culture. So that's it. I mean, we all do our own thing, but we are connected and we support each other and we hang out and do dumb stuff all the time with each other.
Right, and we grown and know how to have healthy relationships with boundaries.
If you want to know what I think you should watch on my channel, go back and watch my first reviews of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta from 2 years ago. I
Give
literally
them the
go back
exact episode where you got up and walked off.
Oh, that's
that wasn't part of that. That is the ones from 2020. No, that was Love and Hip Hop Hollywood where I walked off. That wasn't Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That was Love and Hip Hop Hollywood with Zale Swag and what's Paris. They made me walk off. My funniest reviews to me is the 2019 Love and Hip Hop. I literally would go the one with Pooh on the season with Pooh when they went and she brought the sheets with the
that was so disgusting
shit on it to show that Cardi Red had got fucked in the ass and shitted all on her sheets. It was a whole ass mess. Just a whole ass mess. But that goddamn Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I will go back and watch me drag some of the boards and be like, that was funny, OT. That was really funny. I don't know what you were thinking about. That was really funny. But I don't like I don't really go back and watch my videos like that. I don't know. Do y'all go back and watch our videos? I don't watch myself. What I will do is I will give myself a click and a view. Like if I'm doing something, I'll put my video on and put it on mute and finish doing that thing. And give
if I'm gonna be honest, there are some reviews that when I get done doing that review, I'll be like, that was funny as shit. Like I have to give, and I will go back and watch that one, but not every single one I do. But some of my reviews, I know, like I had a moment or something, and I want to see the replay of it because I know, like last week, my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review when I was loving up on Kathy Hilton. Listen, El Teddy, listen, I know you don't watch Beverly Hills, but I need you to just see the loveliness that is Kathy Hilton. She is the gift that keeps giving. There's something wrong with that woman, but it is funny.
Little baby, what wedding story?
Oh, when your family tore up the people's receipts.
Oh, I don't know.
That was funny to me. I don't care what nobody say. That was funny to me.
We did tear up the people's place. Listen, I jumped off a table on some dude.
Zara, you're fine. We know you're a new subscriber, honey. We love you being here.
Ask the questions.
I did jump off the table on some dude. It was. Watch this. My uncle conveniently. Grabbed my grandmother, shielded her, and took her to his car and drove her off because he already knew if a single hair on that woman's head had been bothered, someone would have died.
Oh, God.
I'm just being honest.
I just want to know why y'all was beating people up at the wedding.
I told that part on the story. You got to go back and watch. I ain't gonna give it up now. Now you have to go back and watch. There was a reason.
I'll just get you to talk about it. Listen, Kathy is a whole. Listen, let me tell you about that Kathy Hilton, y'all. The first night, so they're on there like one of those trips.
Is she the mother of
Paris Hilton?
Paris Hill Skank?
Yes. So the first night they're there, she bought a fan, a whole fan. She said she can't sleep without the sound of the fan, so she bought like a big ass oscillating fan, like one of them big ass fans, right? Not a little one, but honey, she gonna say the fan doesn't work. Bitch, why she hadn't plugged it up?
Nope. I'm not. Nope. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Why she was drinking a Red Bull at 2 in the morning and thought it was just a regular old soda. She didn't know it was an energy drink. Why she put eardrops in her eyes talking about something she thought they was eye drops. Listen,
okay, no.
listen. But the way she's doing it, the way she's doing the shit though, it's like she's not doing it like, oh my God, I thought she was like, look at my eyes, they're red. Yeah. I put the eardrops in instead of the eye. Like that's so you're sitting there like, oh my gosh. Y'all, it's hilarious. Listen, she don't even mean to be that funny. She's fucking hilarious. But I will say she pulled a prank on them last week that I could see El Teddy doing this. I could see this being an El Teddy prank. So for what it looked like was that she had ordered a martini and they bought an extra one. And she was like, oh, but that's okay. Just leave it here. She was like, I'll give it to somebody at the table. So she was like, she asked one of the girls, she was like, anybody want this martini? She was like, you want it? And one of the girls was like, oh, I'll take it. And she was like, all right, if you take it, you got to bottoms up. You got to take it to the head. And they was like,
speaking of bottoms up, Jada, where's your shot, sir? Because I'm going to take one with you.
You're not going to take a shot. Let me finish my story. And she was like, she was like gulping it down, and so did the other lady gulp it down. So everybody at the table is like, oh snap, did they like take that whole martini to the head? So come to find out, she had texted the other lady and she was in on the joke. And it was really just a glass of water. She had told the bartender to bring over 2 martinis and make it look like martinis, but put water in it. And so everybody at the table thought they had really taken. I was like, I said, I don't care what nobody say. Her ass had a real martini and she drank that shit. I don't care.
Also, Abby and I do discuss church and gospel choirs from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that feud?
Me too. With El Teddy, you never know.
First of all, I wasn't going to be in my feelings. I was not going to be in my feelings.
It was a good feud. Listen. They was taking me back because they was doing some old. They wasn't doing the new contemporary gospel. They did When the Battle Is Over. I love me some. Don't wait till the battle is over. Shout now, girl. I got my whole life. Don't wait till the battle is over. Shout now. That was when Dorinda came up and they had the whole praise break after that. After they sang "Don't Wait Till the Battle's Over," shout out, girl. I had my whole life.
If you got it, let me see you.
So yeah, I would say no. The film was good. She had a good film. They took her out good. Yeah. I'm getting to well, really, we is already at that age, but soon I'll be to the age where I just go to random fumes and just be like, "Oh, she looks so nice. She look like oh dear God."
Not just going to random fumes.
Dorinda White out. Well, they all had on the white. She done stepped up because her brother-in-law is now the presiding bishop. And so now Mother Lewis, who's head of the women's department, makes them all wear that white, that unbroken white with the little head thing or whatever.
I call them the nurse's uniform.
They do look like a nurse's uniform. And they have a whole nurse ministry.
About unbroken white. Please don't. Please.
Okay.
I gotta get my fat ass back in my unbroken white.
You better get in that unbroken white. Go to that good meeting. Stop playing. Get in that unbroken white. Child. The only time you see me in unbroken white is initiations, and I don't have no more time for no more unbroken white. If I ain't got it by now. My line brother just got into Boulay. I was jealous. I was real jealous. He works for the FBI. I was real jealous. You heard me, Jonathan. My line brother got into Boulay. Rat bastard. He's the first one out of my whole line that I got in. I hate him. I am active, Jonathan. I'm on my last year of paying for lifetime. hmm Go ahead and knock that down. I ain't don't y'all ain't got to see me no more. Unbroken white is all white, Zara. From head to toe, no other color. All white from head to toe. You can't wear no other color except for your skin.
And it's white, not off
Not
white,
off white, not
not
eggshell. Not no. Baby, it's gotta be
right, not
white.
White.
white, man.
Not even ivory. Not ivory.
No,
No,
yeah,
we need white.
white, ma'am, white.
And they will come up to you and say something.
I told you what happened to me.
hmm
I said, well, damn, man, my bad.
Jonathan, I'm not Jonathan, Jason, I'm not doing this with you. I am not doing this with you. I know what
Not
Jonathan is talking
sexually
about.
active.
Jason.
Wait a minute.
Jason, I know what Jonathan is talking about. That is my frat brother, and he is
Well,
asking me.
first of
Am
all, I don't
I
even think that's a question that
active?
anybody needs to ask about El Teddy. We know he's a whore.
Who?
Ma'am, who are you to judge me?
I'm not
Ma'am,
judging
who are
you.
you, little
I'm
bro?
not judging you.
Really, Jacob, you're laughing. Jacob, you're laughing, right? We laughing out here, Jaden. Jaden, you over here having a good over here. Really, Mr. Tripod? Really, that's what we're doing, Mr. Tripod? All over Al Gore's good internet?
I made it the bad internet.
He has his own section in Al Gore's good internet.
I got a whole demographic. Thanks, residual income. Work.
I'm mad. So don't judge me. Maybe I need
Try
to give me a
Jesus.
It's not
Don't
me.
try me.
Let's be clear, El Teddy. Nobody's judging you. We're just saying we know you a hoe, and that's it.
Jaded, I'm coming to the dark side. I'm gonna start, make me I already have a freak Twitter.
Okay.
But I might start posting on now. I got a little bit to show.
Okay.
I just don't want to accidentally run into it like I accidentally ran into some other people. I'm not saying no names. Jaded.
Y'all gonna leave me alone.
Zara, I done stole a lot of people, man. Zara, I done stole a lot of people's man. I am a card-carrying member of Home Wreckers R Us. I do not mind bringing
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. See, Golden said Abby got all her gifts on display.
All the gifts.
Baby, Abby,
Yeah.
no, bring it. No,
Jesus.
Abby. Wow, this is the house of debauchery, and this is the corner. You know, YouTube loves to shut my shit down.
Well, she's walking female figure sex siren. Work.
Walking female figure sex siren. Yes.
House of Mugler ball. Yes.
Yes.
House of Mugler. I remember House of Bulgari came from New York, and they had some members down in Florida, and they came and they lost a ball, and they went and started busting people windows. They were so mad. Just started busting random people with not even the people that was members of the other houses that they lost to. They just started busting people windows.
Damn.
House of Bulgari. I'll never forget that. And from that day on, we started parking like 3 or 4 blocks away.
No, sir. No. If you would like to see what this looks like, there is a short on my channel that I posted of me in the shirt. I will not be posting all of the good. I will not be pulling back. Well, listen, I suffer from insomnia, and last night I didn't go to sleep until like 5 a.m. So
I didn't sleep good last night because it was hot as fuck.
Ooh, that is so aggressive. Jesus
God.
I was so hot, y'all. Oh my god.
And I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna make me a cheeseburger.
Oh, I just ate good. That's why I was my screen. That's why I was behind my avatar, honey. I just ate.
Oh well, I gotta go put the burger.
God, the way she said hot as fuck.
Hello.
Mother, you have the link. I sent you the link, Mother. I sent you the link. You need to come over here and get your daughter who's over here showing everything that God gave her.
All her
y'all only see like from right here.
That's enough. That is enough.
What I see is goodness and mercy following all the days of my life.
Isn't that the name of
and I shall dwell
Isn't that what
in
the
the
chick called her
house of the
titties?
Lord
Bill Collective.
forever.
Isn't that what the chick called her? Isn't that what the chicks call? Chick call her tits on Bill Collective. Grace and mercy.
Goodness and mercy. She called them goodness and mercy.
Goodness and mercy.
That means he's seen the short. That's mother seen it. Mother seen. Mother knows what's happening in this world. Listen.
The category is.
Jonathan said all that bass gets in your voice when the AC is out.
Listen. Let me tell you something. Can I tell y'all that only 7 kids in my class, in my last class today, even logged in?
And I don't care about you.
Listen. Not only do they not care about me, but what they don't know is I don't give a damn. This is the last week of school. You ain't got to log in. That's cool. Listen, their final is Thursday. If they ain't want to that's on them.
Mother, she's out here in the streets showing these tiggle bitties, and I know you taught her better than that. At least
he said winner chicken dinner. That's what Mother said.
Listen, at least bring home coins, okay? Shake them titties, shake them, woo, and get us some coins, okay?
Shake. Shake them
Shake them titties, shake them, woo. I'm just saying. Make us a coin.
In another lifetime, I would have been a mess.
Speak all the time. I forgot my child was supposed to join his Zoom art class.
Y'all a mess. No, we not putting no titties on the glass. Listen, y'all out of control. Out of control.
Come on, sipping paint.
Not Doodoo Brown.
Okay, I do have a legitimate question.
Let me see you shake them titties. I want to rock.
Never have you ever done a wet t-shirt contest?
No.
I've done a wet boxers contest before.
Now I've never heard of that.
You've never been to a wet boxers contest?
No, I have never.
Jaded, they used to do a lot of those back in the day.
But I did want to see a wet t-shirt contest. Yes, ma'am.
Y'all been out of school for 2 weeks, but I bet you go back before me. It all comes out in the wash. It's 180 days, however you count it. And Teddy, it's 180 days, however you slice it. It is 180 days.
Don't happen. They're gonna get there.
No, wet boxers sound cold and shrinky.
I was thinking that, but
it really wasn't. Especially when you're in Miami and it's the dead of the summertime, and they're using super soakers to go out there, and even when they splash it on you, it's still 90-something degrees.
Yeah, see, Lonnie said they go back at the beginning of August. I go back after Labor Day. Jonathan said H to the nah.
I'm here for all the wet boxes contests.
When I went to Miami, I liked it. I liked Fort Lauderdale. I liked Hollywood, Florida. I did not like Coconut Grove.
Coconut Grove
the beach
is
was
right by Coral
and ghetto. and I
Well,
said it.
the only beach, there's not really a beach in Coconut Grove.
It was
There's a beach,
adjacent,
right? You're talking about Virginia Key Beach over there
and
off
it
the Rickenbacker Causeway.
stank. Yeah, it stank.
But I will, before you talk down about it, what happened was historically, Virginia Key Beach was the first beach, the only beach that blacks could go to back in the day. They couldn't go to Miami Beach. They couldn't go to Hollow. They could only, and it was right by Coconut Grove. And remember, Coconut Grove was built by Bahamian settlers who built Miami, and that's why City Hall is in Coconut Grove because Bahamian settlers who escaped slavery on the 5 plantations of Bahamas came and built Miami, and then Julia Tuttle and Dade and what's the other um guy I can't think about,
It
a black
smelled
man,
like
every
a
black man
sewer,
came and
James.
took it from them.
It smelled like a sewer. When I was there, we had a lot of drinks. I was very drunk. We ate, and the
When
beach
did you
looked.
come? Did you come for an event?
Nah, I went down there
Because
for a vacation because we were
but
staying. I'm gonna tell y'all,
whoever took you shouldn't have took you to no Virginia Key Beach because don't nobody go to Virginia Key Beach.
yo,
They
I'm gonna
they
tell
were
you,
supposed to take you to either Miami Beach,
I was there. I was there. I was at
or
South
Hollywood
Beach.
Beach to go.
Yes, I was at South Beach. I was at
Hollywood Beach, Hollywood Beach, Fort Lauderdale Beach. Those are the
Wet
beaches you
Willie's.
go.
I was everywhere. Okay, and we went to that Coconut Grove and we got lit. We got drunk. We got full, and that beach stank. It
Wait a
smelled
minute,
like
wait a
the
minute. And I'm
sewer.
gonna ask this critical: did you go to Coconut Grove or Coral Gables?
No, it was Coconut Grove,
Because
and it
I'm gonna ask
rained on us.
because
I'm gonna tell you
Coconut
how I
Grove.
knew. It rained on us. We had a torrential thunderstorm, and like 30 minutes later, it went away. I had
Yeah,
never
that's
seen
par for the course.
That's
That's
nothing
par
like
for
Miami.
the
that.
course.
Yeah, that's Florida.
And then when we went back to South Beach, all the meat, all the knockers, everything was there. But when we was at Coconut Grove, I ain't seen that. And now meat,
But
I
what
ain't
I'm
seen no
saying is,
knocker,
a
nothing. I saw
tourist,
families.
a tourist is not going to know the difference between Coconut Grove and Coral Gables because literally, there's you on one block, Coconut Grove, you cross the street, you're Coral Gables, and there's no signage, there's no delineation. You start to see more bars in Coral Gables than you do in Coconut Grove because Coconut Grove is the black people, Coral Gables is the white people, but there's no sign. It just
It
is
won't
like
no
that.
white people. Now, to your point, no Caucasus Mountains, okay? And we literally left the drinking and the bars and the food, and then it was like literally like maybe 10 minutes to get to the beach. Less than 10 minutes. Not
Right.
South Beach, not Hollywood.
Did you
I'm
go
talking
over a
about
bridge? Did you go over a bridge?
nah. And I'm gonna tell you how I knew what it was because the water was kind of like green. It wasn't blue. It was like it was
Now,
like
the only reason I say that,
industrial.
Jada, is because Coral Gables and Coconut Grove doesn't have a beach. They are on the water, but there's no beach there. The closest beach is Virginia Key, and you got to go over a bridge through a toll to get there.
Oh, I don't remember that because I do remember because where we weren't in Miami. We had to drive to Miami. It was about 25 minutes away from Miami technically. So we was
Jason, it does not rain every day. It rains every day from the end of February, beginning of March, all the way until the end of November. So all of December, all of January, and all or most of February, it does not rain every day. Every day, the other 9 months, it's raining every day, probably between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Somewhere
that's
between
when
those
it
2 hours,
was.
it's
It was
going to rain
May, and it
like
was between
clockwork
1 and 3. Yep.
every day
I
without
was
fail.
pissed.
It ain't gonna rain long though. It's gonna be a torrential downpour
Torrential.
for about 20 minutes, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, it's time to go home." But people who know better be like, "Nah,
No,
just
just
wait
wait
it
it out.
out.
And then it's
Just
hotter
wait
than it
it
was
out.
before it
It's
rained.
gonna be okay." And
I
it's gonna
remember
be
when we went to
hotter.
Disney World,
It's gonna
every
be
time,
hotter
every
after the
day,
rain.
every day it would rain, like you said, and we would just run into a ride. Like we would just find a ride and run into the nearest
Mhm.
ride. Hey, Mr.
Hey,
Pisces.
Mr. Pisces.
You know what we need to do?
Right,
And
seeing it
Abby
rain on
got to
one
come
side of the
up.
street.
We
Huh?
got to go to the Redskins game. Me, you, El Teddy, and Ebby.
You mean the Washington
Well,
whatevers?
The Washington
I'm trying
football
to get
team.
no. I'm trying to get everybody to come down for that classic that they're having on Labor Day weekend. Jackson State versus FAMU, which is going to be a huge game. Going to be on ESPN.
So the Jackson State
I'm sorry.
Dancing Dolls against the Rattlers from FAMU.
Uh-huh.
The Marching 100.
No, Jackson State don't have the dancing dog. They have the
Hey, Auntie Natalia.
Hey,
Jackson State have
Not
the
Jackson
State.
State. My bad.
Loretta, why my mama just sent me a text
Hey,
message
Natalia.
talking about your boobs are gonna pop. I love my mama.
The Orange Blossom Classic. I wanted to go to the Bayou Classic and never went.
I've been a couple times.
I've never been
so
to a
much
classic
fun.
anything.
The
I've never
Bayou
been.
Classic is a lot of fun. There's a lot. Jaded, you got to go with me because see, we'll go down Bourbon Street, and you know when you get to the gay district where all of the lights go out, all the way toward the end. You know the first part of Bourbon is a lot of lights. When you get to the gay district in the back half, the lights immediately shut off. Ain't no street light because they don't want you to see what's going on down there. Chat.
No, I want to go because I love marching band, and I remember.
And the boys be there.
Bring back so many memories.
So that's in New Orleans or is it in Florida?
No, that's in New Orleans. That's Bourbon Street.
Oh, okay.
That's the Bayou Classic. Yeah.
Oh no, I know the Bayou Classic. I thought you were talking about this other thing you were talking about.
No. I was talking about Bourbon Street.
Oh yeah, I've done the Bayou Classic.
Really? How was it?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was a little. I did the Circle City Classic.
I've been to. I was in part of the Circle City Classic. Did you go to it? That's Indianapolis when I went. Yeah.
My friend is from Indianapolis. My friend that Abby met last summer, she's from Indianapolis, so we went to the Circle City.
I went. A matter of fact, we did the Circle City Classic in 2000, and we played. I want to say Grambling, because I remember Nelly was there. Yeah, that was 2000. I remember that. A lot of fun. I got into a lot of devious things back there.
No, really?
We're not.
I was young and dumb and full of cum. I was 21 years old.
Baby. You old now, but you still old.
I ain't old. But baby, listen, those were Jada, watch this. Those were back in the days of no refractory period. Well, you could just keep going. Praise God.
I miss the band. I ain't gonna lie. I miss marching band. I miss sectionals. I miss challenging people. I miss my dance girls. I miss the band. I do.
I don't miss the dance girls. Y'all can have those whores.
Don't do them.
I don't.
They were a model of femininity. Femininity.
I don't do them.
You're such a hater. Oh.
He is.
You ain't got to do that.
How am I a hater?
Because if you wanted to get to the drummers, you had to befriend the dancers.
Oh, Jason said refractory period is
trainable. Kind of like Kegels.
And duck walks.
Listen, you do not have to befriend the dance girls to get to the drummers. Because if you know, like I know, the drummers are fucking more of the girls in the band than they are the dance girls. And if you got good friends that's in the ranks, they will tell you, go holler this one, and this one. Back in the days of pulling trade. And because they got dick. And I'd be like, okay, who's on my list, girl? Oh, I had about 3 of them. They used to come and tell me all the time, okay, E, you need to go get this one, because that bitch is big as fuck.
But see, El Teddy, when you look like the trade, you can't pull the trade. So,
actually, you get that. You pull. Well, I ain't gonna tell all.
I can't. I'm just saying I can never.
Child, back in the day, child, I used to work at it. Nobody misses North Carolina A&T's garbage band.
So you said North Carolina A&T?
They was all right.
Weren't they the Aggies or something?
Yeah, that's the Aggie. They is real Aggie.
Y'all was our rival, Johnson C. Smith.
North Carolina A&T was real Aggie. That's why they called the Aggies.
Mhm.
And listen, you're not gonna do my Aggies. That's what we not
We
No.
doing.
don't care about them. We don't love them hoes.
I
I
had
do.
I
I
had
do.
a scholarship offer to FAMU and Johnson C. Smith, and I effed it. I effed it up. So yeah.
What about the flag? Now, I'm not gonna lie, little baby. We were not checking for the flags. Just not. We were not.
I thought FAMU had male flag.
We
They
do.
had male flag
We
twirlers.
do.
Yeah, and they're fierce.
They are.
They
But
are.
those were the girls.
Oh, I remember.
Those were
Oh,
the
they were
girls.
fierce. And when I was trying to audition, they told me that if you can't rattle, it's a certain way you're supposed to march. It's like an accelerated movement, so they could all move across the field very quickly. They call it rattling. And if you couldn't rattle, you couldn't even audition. So,
El Teddy is frozen
oh,
again.
but I should have did it
My
though, because
bad.
I think it would have gave me some experiences for
Listen,
real.
let me tell you
Yeah,
how.
you can't live in the regret, but yes.
Let me give you an example of how the girls in the flag corps, the male flags used to do. They were the girls, okay? They were the girls. But if you was in the
Hey,
rank and you
Steph.
played an instrument, right? Most of us who were gay and played instruments, we didn't hang with the girls because they was just out. They was just you. They was the girls, and so you did your best to kind of stay away from them. But what they used to do was you were going to respect them. If you carted your ass out on that good field and act like you ain't see them and didn't speak to them and act like you was trying to avoid them, baby, when I tell you they would start calling you out and embarrass you in front of the whole man, baby, they would start, they'll say, Miss Jada, girl. They'll start doing that loud as hell, like the bed will be quiet. Miss Jada. Oh, you gonna act like you don't see us now, but last night when you was at the club, breaking it down, busting it, they would start
No,
doing it. They did not
they
care.
would.
And
But the
so
trade
here's
would try.
my thing. My thing to get over it was this. I would always come to practice early. And the flag corps would start doing like sectionals before practice started. So I
Right.
was always early before most of the band came, and the flag corps and the percussion was out there. I used to always go by, pass by them. Hey y'all, hey girl, hey, speak to them before everybody came, and then I went and sat, in my spot, and I had to speak to them no more. Them girls didn't bother me. See, I knew the deal, but some of the other girls who paid them dust when they used to walk by them, and baby, it was not cute. It was
But it
not
was politics, El Teddy, because either you acknowledge the flags or the trade would make fun of you. And what the trade would do is
no
say,
trade to
you
do that
play
shit. Now, but
woodwind.
not back then.
No, they would say you play woodwinds, and I would say, yeah. They would say you like sticking stuff in your mouth, don't you?
See, I
Because
didn't
if you
play
play
woodwinds. I
trumpet
played a
and
I played
trombone
a
and lower
manly
brass,
instrument. I
they would
played
say,
trombone.
we put our mouths on holes, you put something in your mouth. I ain't making
Yeah,
that up.
that's true. That's why I played trombone because I put my
Exactly.
mouth in the hole.
Mm-hmm. They would say, you want to put it in your mouth? And I would get so mad because I had to put the
Y'all put
mouthpiece and the reed in my
and
mouth.
lick
I
it
hated
and
it.
lick it and lick it over and over and over. You
I
did.
hate you,
You
El
did
Teddy.
do that.
I don't like you.
You did do that.
Can't stand you.
So
But I
nasty.
will tell you, the drum major was very sexy, always.
But that's just like that was the politics of it. But that's just like being in the choir at church. There was politics in the choir.
Yeah.
In order to be on the front row, you had to be sleeping with the director or one of the musicians. Let's be clear. If you in the tenor section and you on that good front row in any choir across the globe, in a gospel choir with black people,
Yeah.
that whole front row,
I don't know nothing about that.
Ebby, stop me when I'm lying. You notice Ebby is real quiet.
They'd be like,
And you
let's
notice how,
praise the Lord.
or you notice how there's some ladies who sing a solo and you be questioning, why is this whore singing this solo
Yep.
when sister so and so is way better than her?
Because she's fucking somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how that goes.
Spinning hands up in the air.
But one thing with all the choirs that I was in, I never got into the choir boy. I never got into. I'm like, you're a choir boy. Get away from me. You don't wet my whistle. Now you talk. Now if you play percussion, if you played the drum set, or you played the bass guitar, you know you always had a fine bass guitar. It's something about watching a man play that good bass guitar and thump that good guitar, that bass guitar, and the way they be, ooh, you be like, oh.
It's the percussions for me. I love seeing me some percussions. The man that can play them drums, hey, yes, or the conga.
Snare and tenor.
I dated a guy who played in a go-go band who played congos.
Really?
I was here for it. Yes.
It is kind of sexy because they be beating them drums and you be like, beat me. Okay.
Not beat me. Not beat me. Wait a second. Wait. Okay, Jaden. All right.
Oh my God. He said beat me.
Or no, I remember there was this minister that used to come and minister at my church twice a year. When I tell you, he was so fine. Baby, when he did an altar call, when I tell you 3/4 of the church, man, woman, boy, and girl, got in that good line, because he had this thing where he wouldn't just put his hand on your head, but he would caress you and put his other hand around your back and stuff like that. It was like, oh.
Look at mother.
See, look at mother. See, that's why mother ain't coming because of y'all. Y'all don't never know how to do.
No,
like,
let me tell y'all something.
That's why mother stayed in the bushes.
Let me tell y'all something.
That's why Lady Nika won't babysit no more.
When I sat next to the drum major, the drum major made me feel special. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, I hated
it. How did the drum major make you feel special, Jaded?
Because they could move and they would sit next to me and we could move together.
Oh.
The drum major held
wow.
In his hand.
Well.
Wow.
Well, now. Well, I don't know nothing about the drum major.
The drum major could get it. Mm-hmm.
It has been some fine drum majors.
Yes, they could move. They would do all that. They would do the back bend and make their head touch the ground and come back up. Yeah.
At least one of you or two of your drum majors ain't got real big stuff. And when they put on that uniform, when that thing just sit right there down the side.
So wait a minute. So, okay, El Teddy, I got one for you. This gonna get you. I don't even know if I should ask you this because this is gonna get you on politics, Lord. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna let you keep talking about the drum majors.
You didn't want me to have a whole sugar spike.
We good.
No, it would make me feel good, like when you're trying to like do your 90 degrees and do your marching, and they would come over and assist you. Come on, you can do it.
They did make you feel good when they came over to assist you.
Yes.
Lord,
I felt special.
I bet you did. Oh my goodness, Abby, get your brothers.
Oh no. When they act like this, they belong to you.
Say no, you can't give them to me when they act right. When they belong to you, when they act right. You can't have them when they on good behavior.
Yes, that's the only time I want them.
Mother decided to stay outside, and so we are in here cutting up because we don't have no supervision. Mother ain't here.
Yeah.
Ain't none of the aunties here.
We ain't vacuum. We ain't clean up. We ain't do no chores. We ain't do nothing.
That's right. When mother come home and mother fling that high heel at your head because the dishes is dirty. Go on and duck it. Go on and duck it if you want to.
I'm gonna duck it. Hopefully somebody is down there without being down.
Ooh.
You better not have no boys in the house when mother get home. You better not.
That's how you get a whooping. You get a whooping doing that. You bad.
I had him in Abby's room.
You grown. You fresh.
I mean, you know Abby. Hold on. You know Abby the good one. He ain't gonna never believe that. You know Abby.
Exactly. That's why you had him in Abby's room.
That's how he gonna know it don't belong to Abby.
Abby ain't gonna snitch, and Abby gonna keep him hid. See?
If it ain't makeup, mother ain't gonna believe that it belong to Abby.
I just keep my door closed. That's how I get away with it.
Just like salt, pepper.
Listen, I'm sorry, Zara. Sometimes things over this way take a hard left because El Teddy is a hoe, and so it go that way sometimes. I'm sorry, it go left sometimes.
This is the house of debauchery. This is the corner.
This
Yeah,
is pretty tame. This is actually not that bad.
actually, he is on good behavior.
I've been on very good behavior today. Let the record show.
We've seen worse. We've seen worse. We've heard worse.
We've done worse.
Been worse.
We've witnessed worse. So, messy question. You know what? I'm gonna stop because everything I come up with is gonna be a messy question.
Ask the messy question. Let's take the left turn. Come on.
Yes. Come
I'll
on,
take the left turn
kids.
'cause
Come
I'm-
on, twins.
All
Abby.
right, I'll take the left turn because I'm about to get off here in a little while. So, El Teddy, how did you feel about the ending of the gentleman's panel this week? You
Ooh, let me leave the studio.
I knew it.
Let me mute.
Oh God! Come on, El Teddy, how you feel?
You're muted.
Himself.
You're muted.
This nigga muted himself. I feel like he did that on purpose.
Yeah, he's muted on purpose.
Oh, you knew it was gonna be some bull. Let me interpret what's being said. I knew it was gonna be some bullshit long time ago. That's why the fuck I left. These messy queens couldn't get along for long. Just these motherfuckers. Listen, look.
That's why I left when I left because I could have already told you how this was gonna end. I saw this coming a year ago.
Oh, I was on mute. Oh, sorry. I didn't even know I was on mute.
Yeah, right.
What was the question, gentlemen's panel? Let's be clear.
Whenever he starts off with
let's be clear, it's run, sister bitch. He finna get you.
I do feel like, to a certain degree, my good friend Jay Wilson was overly bossy and would boss them around. But there's a reason for that. Because everybody left on the gentleman's panel was beneath him. None of them could spar with him intellectually. None of them could spar with him verbally. None of them had anything going on professionally where he felt challenged or anything or educationally. So he felt like he could boss them around. Whereas when back in the day, even QB was somebody, even though QB may not have been intellectually or educationally on his level, QB would always be able to stand in the paint and defend his position, as wrong or right as it may be. He knew he couldn't come at mother like that. He knew intellectually he wanted no ways with me intellectually because I was here for it. Rebel was just there as decoration. And so, I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, technically, it had ended a while ago. I mean, we just saw the.
I don't know. Listen, people had to keep reminding me it was still a thing. Because once the reason that I was there was no longer there, then there was no need for me to continue to
be there,
to watch, to participate. So I forgot it was the thing that was still happening. So
okay,
eventually, most things come to an end eventually.
I mean, Jada, you were a part of the gentleman's panel, Jada.
They go mother being shady from the chat.
Okay, como?
Wicked furniture.
¿Qué dice? ¿Qué?
Jada, tired of talking to us.
Not the wicked furniture, dear God.
Listen, when James get to saying Red Sonia, that thing cracks me up every time.
Listen.
Dear God. Not the wicker furniture. Not como se dice. You know what? Not como se dice train wreck.
Oh, Lord. I was just wondering. I mean, I thought since you were, you had been on the panel in its heyday, I just thought
I would ask Mother how she felt about it.
I already know how people feel about it.
Jaded, not beautiful gals.
Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns.
Great
I
gals.
know how mother feel about it.
You know how I feel about it.
You want me to tell you how mother feel about it?
You knew how I feel about it.
You want me to tell you how mother feel about it?
Sure, enlighten us.
Mother don't.
And that's the beginning and the end of it.
Don't. Is that me with the echo?
Probably.
Is that, look at what mother said in the chat.
I don't. Right.
I told y'all that. Didn't I tell y'all? He don't. Anyway, moving on. I was just being messy for a minute. I was just being messy.
I'm sure Jada will be on the reunion next month. He just said it in the private chat. I'm like, y'all looking at private chat too.
Did you see the level of confusion? It's like, wait, what?
I do celebrity content.
I
don't get my nails dirty. I don't get my nails dirty. I do celebrity content.
Well,
I do what brings me views.
Wow.
No comment.
I'm not doing
find
this
the business that pays me.
Right, and the gentleman's panel is not my business.
None of my business.
Well, speaking of celebrity news, I have a celebrity news messy question. Jaded. When I was doing my live earlier, my people was telling me that it's being reported by like Kempire Daily and some other people that they're not going to use the Portia Simon storyline this season. So my question to you is, if they're not going to use the Portia storyline, what the hell are they going to do? I mean, like, there's no purpose of having Portia there. There's no way around that storyline.
That'd be like them saying on Housewives of Potomac, they're not going to talk about Jamal and Giselle breaking up.
Right. And he's still down in Magic City. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Be in Miami?
Magic City.
It's in Atlanta.
Oh, the strip club. Miami is known as the Magic City. That's why I say Miami.
Oh, no.
No, we talking about the strip club. The strip
to your
club.
question.
And you know how people talk about their wings? Their wings is real nasty. Their wings ain't that good. Let me be clear.
I think what's going to happen, because they're bringing Nene back, I think that...
They are?
I don't think Nene's coming back.
Really?
You think Nene's coming back?
She said she's the Beyonce of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Just because she says it doesn't make it true. I'm a millionaire.
Oh.
So you better speak that into existence. Listen.
Yeah. Come on, manifest.
Call it down from the atmosphere.
I mean, that's fine, but I'm talking about at this exact moment, that is not my testimony. Now in the future, absolutely. But listen, I don't understand how Nene comes back. Because she's still talking shit.
I mean, was she screwing Peter, allegedly?
Ew. That's how you get worms. Old people give you worms, and Peter looks like he gives you worms.
Who? Mother said, "Who's this new child on Potomac throwing food?" I don't know, but she was throwing food at Candace. So
Candace will make you throw food at her.
Candace, that slick ass mouth. She lucky all they threw was food.
I mean, she already got popped last year. You would think she would have learned her lesson.
I don't know if I'm going to review it this year. I don't know if I have the energy for Potomac again.
She might still be dabbing her eyes with that napkin. That's what I heard. The way people was
coming at me about Potomac, I don't know if I had that kind of energy.
Quiet as it's kept, she's still dabbing her eye with that quick 3/4 piece napkin. That's what I heard.
That triangle napkin every time.
Triangle corner napkin.
That corner she had right here. Nail until coming out, she doing this. Girl.
No, but I think that realistically, in my opinion, I think Atlanta has one more season. It should have been done 2 years ago, but
it should have been
they
done
might
5
get
years
one more.
ago.
Yeah, for real. I'm tired of it. If it wasn't for Bolo, Strippergate, Phelan, and Simon Guabadelo, whatever his name is,
Shaka Khan.
Peter will make you. Peter will make you smile. Yes.
I mean, Peter still look like he can get it up, unlike Karen's husband.
Just don't lay with Ray.
Isn't that Karen's husband named Ray?
I don't know, but Mother is throwing daggers, boulders, nukes, dragging in the comment section.
Blow
Lord.
darts.
Okay.
What's Karen's husband name? Really be?
Ray.
Ray. It is Ray.
Mr.
He look
Ray.
like he don't get on hard. Ain't enough Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, blue pills. What's it called? Blue chips or blue? What did they call the new one? The chewable ones? Blue chips.
But Mr. Ray play
Blue chip.
numbers. So
What's the
that's
little
okay.
liquid hard steel? Ain't enough hard steel in the world.
Guap. Mr. Ray goes to the liquor store. He play numbers in Keno. Mm-hmm.
Guap.
Miss, he give me one of them old people who go and buy the $2 scratch offs. Not the $5, $10. Give me about 12 of them $2
He said
scratch offs.
$22 scratch offs. Yes.
What?
Not old dress socks. Right.
Right, dress socks. Remember when Karen was naked in the tub and she called them in there? I was like, ew. What is this?
No, nobody listen. And they
porn?
did the same thing on Married to Medicine this season, where they had this whole scene with the couple in the damn tub talking. Don't nobody want to see that.
Not 2225 50 cent straight box, 50 cent box.
You sound like my
Okay.
auntie. That's how my auntie
50-50.
Let me get this
sit us down to the
2225
store, honey.
50 cent box.
Okay.
Play her
Dollar straight.
numbers.
Yes.
I saw this number in my dream.
50-50 combination.
Box.
Child.
But that was
Right,
back in the day when you
James
could go.
Grimace and the Fry Guy. James called a couple on Married to Medicine. He called them Grimace and the Fry Guy. Toya and Eugene called him Grimace and the Fry Guy, honey.
Okay, I got a question, really, B and Abby, for the ladies.
Oh,
Do you think Mr. Ray keeps butterscotch in his pocket,
Mr.
or
Ray
did he
looks
keep
nasty.
a Werther's
and
original in his pocket?
Mr. Ray, who?
Mr. Ray, that's what Karen on Real
Oh,
Housewives.
you
Oh,
had
I thought you was talking about the gay Mr. Ray. I
No,
was like,
Mr. Ray.
right. That's why I was like, Mr. Ray, who? Do I think he keeps? You mean like the Mo Mints, the Mo Mints
No,
back in the
He
day?
keeps the butterscotch candy
No,
or
no,
Werther's
he
original.
ain't gonna do no Werther's. No, he don't got no Werther's. He got that butterscotch and that yellow
The
wrapper.
butterscotch?
Okay, right.
The
And that yellow
and the
ass
yellow
wrapper.
wrapper.
Yes,
I remember-
God.
Hey, Jaded, did you ever eat the candy out the thing at the Giant? Remember how they had the display and they had the candy sitting out? Did you ever steal any of the candy?
You talking about like the things where you could scoop the candy,
Yes.
like the hard candy and the
At
candy
Giant,
corn
remember
and
they had
all
the
that?
Oh,
Giant-
I always stole. We had one of those down.
Um,
What was the name of that place?
Not the candy, but I would do the grapes.
I used to
You
steal
would
candy.
steal grapes. I'm
I
stealing
would
my
do the
fat ass
grapes.
stealing butterscotch and you stealing grapes.
I'm stealing grapes. Yeah. Yes,
So
Brock.
white people let their children
Get a
eat a
Brock.
whole bag or a whole thing or something, and then to bring it to the line. Like, oh, he ate this. Bitch, what?
Do I not get on camera? Once I get all my teeth put back in my mouth, yes, I will.
He doesn't get on camera if he don't have 400-500 in the chat. What he's saying to y'all is, you people are not worthy.
No, I got 9 good teeth and a pocket full of dreams.
Daddy, you get on camera. You was shimmying today on your channel.
Right.
Right.
In a
What
circle.
he says is, you people are not worthy because there's not.
That is
enough
not what he
people in the chat.
says. Don't do that. Don't do that to my baby brother. Don't do that to my baby brother.
Because any
tell
other
your
day I
baby
only got
brother, don't
40
do
in
that
my
to
chat, so
people.
I know my worth.
Tell your baby brother, don't do that to my people. They want to see his face.
Well, I ain't got the lights on because I gotta have the camera on and the lights on and
So you already know how Jada got. He gotta go do 50 push-ups.
Yeah, he got to do
Okay.
He gotta go pick up. He gotta go
put
get the throne.
preparation H on his arm so he could.
I gotta
you
put
know,
a
so he
filter
can get tight
on
the
and-
gun.
Yeah, you
I
know
gotta
how
pray.
Jada do.
Preparation H gun.
that
You
y'all
know
don't
how
see the
Jada do.
imperfections. It's a whole production. I gotta contour the flaws. Okay.
You know how Jada do. Jada don't just hit the live button. It's a whole process.
It
Production
is.
that nobody watches. That's the key.
Jaden, whatever. You sitting over there with videos with 30 and 40,000.
Yeah. And then I got some videos that's got 198 views. So
Well, shit, so do I.
I know,
So
right?
do I.
Yeah.
I bet you my pose is probably at 198 views.
What I don't get about the pose is like I know there's an audience that wants to see it, right? Like
It
Drag
is
Race and
audience.
all
I just
that.
haven't been able to find it.
I just can't get them to watch me. I don't understand it.
Jay, I told you a long time ago. Stop. You get too caught up in that. Just put out what you enjoy putting out, and the people, and keep doing what you're doing. Like, you're getting good views on your videos. Like, you always look at the glass as being half empty.
Yeah, I do.
Out of the four of us, you get the best views.
I got to work hard.
Well, I'm not saying you don't work for it. I'm just saying you get the best views. So, like, you're doing good.
But I will say this. When I go live consistently, I don't always get a whole bunch of people in the live, though. That is the truth. It's sometimes I'll do the live, end it, and I go home. I'll lay down and be like, damn, ain't nobody show up. But it's okay. I just try again tomorrow or the next day.
That's it.
Or the next day.
I will talk to myself and don't give a shit.
Who here does their channel as a passion or a part-time job? For me, it is intellectual property. It is, and I that's all I'll say is intellectual property. Absolutely. And that's true. Because, but see, the thing about it, Zara, is sometimes, especially when you know people, you're like, well, I don't want to go live at this time because they're live, and I don't want to go live at this time because she live or he live or they're live. But sometimes you just got to do it, and just
sometimes you got to do it.
Sometimes people will show up. That's all. Yeah. But then one thing I will say that I noticed, and not just me, not just them, I look at everybody, and the people that I see are consistent and they do it every day, rain or shine, they do build. Sometimes you just have to be unapologetic and you just have to continuously be about the business of, I want y'all to see my content and I don't care. That's all.
Yeah.
Make them watch it.
I still don't know why people watch, but I'm here.
Yeah.
I am here. Oh God, it's time. We done been because I know really we got to go. I got to go start prepping and getting ready for stuff. And we got to go.
Thank y'all for having me. I'm so glad. I
appreciate
it.
Thank you for Thank you for gracing us.
Thank you for coming.
It's been so long. Listen. Y'all better get this. It's been a long time since the Trézur Kids have been together.
It'll be November before he's back. It'll be November before Jada is back.
I know Jada won't come back for another 6 months.
To be fair, I don't see knockers like this in the wintertime. So yeah. If you're bringing the kids, I might show up. Okay.
Oh, is that what? Well, we'll know next time that we got to bring the knockers for Jada to show up, and maybe next time we take a road trip, Jada, we can convince you to come with us.
No, I'm trying to do better with the whole anxiety.
I understand.
Oh, Jada, I'm gonna tell you that stuff backstage. We'll talk about.
Okay, that's cool.
All right.
Let's put some Shondos in the chat before we get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Sticks girl. Let's put some Shondos in the chat before we get out of here. Y'all have no idea how much I appreciate y'all for being over here, helping us smile and laugh. Hopefully, we help y'all smile and laugh, and stuff like that. We just came over here to chit chat and have a good time and all of that stuff. Anything y'all need? Excuse me. Y'all need to say to the people before y'all go. Any promotions or your channels? Anything y'all want to put out there?
I mean, just meet me over on my channel. Go, hit those links that the mods have been dropping. I thank y'all for being here and hanging out.
Shout out to the mod squad and shout out to all of my members.
Yes, shout out to all of the members, all the people in green. That's it. Just meet me on Really BTV and the Teacher Project. Listen, the Teacher Project's goal. El Teddy don't know this, but The Teachers Project goal by the end of the summer is for us to get monetized. So I need you guys to. He don't care. I mean, not saying he don't care, but he ain't gonna say it. I'ma say it. So go on and hit that subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We trying
We
to
get
get.
really serious over on Teacher Project too. That is a great
Yeah, we do
resource.
really good content over there. We just got to do a better job because we just go over there and do our thing. You know what I mean? But I do want to
Zara,
get it.
we were really tame today. We were really tame today. Like for this channel, this is really tame, even keeled, and low key.
It's just a chill.
Usually,
It's a chill. It's a chill live.
I be over here on my channel. You know what be going on over here? We have this going on right here. This going on. This is
Oh my
usually
God. Oh
what
my
we
God.
have going on.
Funny.
Okay, whole ass sugar spikes, sugar highs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it for me. What is that?
That's a whole move. Remember we talked about him on the live? I'm sorry.
No.
Her who was robbing banks and stuff, remember?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
I just have a bunch of random stuff here. I wanna go. Just a bunch of random stuff on here. I love this little white boy. He is my favorite. The white boy is my favorite.
Zara, little baby just dropped it. It's the Teacher Project 2.0. She just dropped the link. The Teacher Project 2.0. That's it right there. That's mine right there. That one right there.
You got to love Desus. And you got to have Mero after Desus. The Google say you are wrong. No, no. If you don't watch this channel, this problem is you.
Get auntie. Get her.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
we have a whole sugar spikes over here. It's the sugar. Blame it on the sugar. The sugar.
Blame
The
it on
sugar.
me.
Sugar. If you don't know why we say we're having sugar spikes, come over here a little more often. You'll understand the sugar spikes. But we about to get out of here. Abby, you have anything for the people?
There'll be a new That's Not My Ministry this week. Meet me every day at 11 or so and beat this mug.
Oh, you used to teach Tara? Yeah, Zara. Okay.
Can somebody in the chat drop all of my information on the from the description box in the chat? My email and all of that stuff. It's random. The T Lounge when we go live on Teacher Project 2.0, it's very random. Jay, do you have anything for the people?
No, I just want to say thanks for letting me participate, and I appreciate y'all, and I love the family, and I'm good.
As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make here to the channel. It is much obliged and much appreciated. So forth and so on. We're gonna go backstage and chop it up and laugh it up and have more of a gay old time after we get off the live. Until next time, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We are going to get up out you.